get nasty on a Wednesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 2:02, your time check, brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Jamie, all right, pal?
I don't know. Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, because this box here has been getting worse and worse and worse, and today I can't hear a thing. Even when I jiggle the knob, Anthony, you got to wiggle it.
Does that help at all?
Keep going.
I'm going. Yeah,
a little faster.
Does that help? You got that?
Didn't help at all.
Didn't help. All right.
You got to wiggle it.
I tried that.
It's kind of like
Jiggled it. You got to wiggle it.
It's kind of like the original Nintendo.
Yeah.
Marsh, I don't know if you had to deal with this at all, but the original Nintendo, you, of course, had the cartridge. Mm-hmm. And there was a little, slot there for the cartridge. You put it in.
Yep.
If it's not working, you had to kind of...
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Just back and
Clean
forth,
it out.
back and forth, back and forth.
Some people blew on it.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
Some people blew on it, then wiggled it.
Yeah.
Then wiggled it, then kind of put it in there just a little bit, and then boom, slammed it in, because that kind of recalibrated
Yes, you had to have your methods, Marsh.
One time, you know how you had the little, you could spring load it, you'd load it in and push it down.
Yes.
And you tap to come out. Well, the spring broke in mine.
Oh, no.
Oh, you had to have something.
So I had
to
to
hold
put
it
it
down.
in, hold it, and I put shimmy a little
yeah,
action.
yeah.
Used nail polish, you know, little glass nail polish
Yeah.
thing. Put it in sideways. My mom's nail polish.
Yeah, to hold it down.
It was perfect. Now I can play it.
Perfect size.
Now, the fact that my dad bought it at a garage sale may have had something to do with it.
No big deal.
There was no brand new at the Rivers house.
Your favorite game?
Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah, Tecmo Bowl.
Tecmo Bowl.
Can't go wrong with
Hockey
that.
was crap.
Yeah.
Punch Out was fun.
Hockey got better a little bit later on, like when you were...
Sega Genesis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sega
That was
94.
94.
Yeah.
Oh,
95.
NHL. Was it NHL 95 or 94?
95. One of those.
95.
Forget about it.
If you hit a guy too hard and he went to the ice, there'd be blood.
Yeah.
That was good stuff. And they took
Good
the blood
times.
away. They said it was too violent.
Nah.
Come on, man.
It's ridiculous.
Northbound on a southbound freeway. Look out.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's good stuff there.
So, I tried all the things here.
You still can't hear yourself?
We got new chairs, which is wonderful. They're fantastic.
chairs
Quite
are
honestly,
awesome.
it'd be great if we had.
Carey almost lost his spine.
We almost, yeah.
That's all it took, though, Carey. You're a team player.
Listen, man.
Nice
That would
work.
have been really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact
That'd
that
been-
Anthony pushed you was a bit weird.
No, he actually didn't. He was over there looking at me like, holy crap. What's going on here?
That's not what you told me.
The back
Originally-
fell
That's
out.
not what you had in your lawsuit.
So I don't know about you guys. I don't, like, when somebody falls, I know, like, a lot of people laugh. My initial response is like, oh, that stinks here, all right? So
And then laugh.
Carey went backwards, and originally I didn't laugh for a couple of seconds, and then the fact that he stayed up, that made me laugh. And then I saw his face, and I just shut it right down. I'm like, he's not playing.
He's not happy.
He's pissed.
This is the wrong time to laugh at Carey.
Yeah.
See, my instinct, I don't know why. It's not. I'm not like I'm going to be able to do anything about it. My instinct is to run towards somebody, go make sure
Yeah.
they're okay. But
Yeah.
I don't once I get there, it's like now what?
Hey, decent human being.
Yeah, but I don't know if sometimes you shouldn't touch people.
You
Like,
actually aren't supposed, you.
I know this. My legal training
Yeah.
with Synergy Hockey, synergyhockeyskills.com, by
Plenty
the way.
of open spots for
Fall
camps.
lessons starting soon. But when we had our insurance guy come in and do the whole thing, like the spiel on what we can't do, this, that, and like so many things about locker rooms and, the safe sports stuff and all that. Okay, great. If a kid gets hurt on the ice, can't help him. Can't help him. Don't
Yep.
touch him. Talk to him, make sure he's okay, find out what they're saying. Don't touch the kid.
Yeah.
Because if let's say he has a fractured leg, arm, something, and you help him up and it displaces it, now you're liable.
Yeah, you can't
Or
move
something with their spine. Like
Spine.
you can move something and now they can't move anything. So you let them lay there, hopefully.
But it's a weird look. We have kids go down every so often. They're not seriously injured, which is great, but they hit the ice and you get three coaches on a knee around this kid,
Right.
and
Nobody's
parents
touching
are
them.
watching, nobody's helping.
Yeah.
The kid, as the kid gets up, they kind of move out of the way.
Right.
I'm not helping.
Yeah.
They're making sure the cameras in the building can.
Right,
I'm
can
not
see.
helping.
Yeah.
It's just a weird look.
In today's day and age, probably smart.
Probably.
Phillies and Cardinals right now playing the rubber match at Busch Stadium. It's 1-1, top of the fourth. The Phillies are threatening. They just scored a run. The Cardinals had a run early, scored a run early when Jordan Walker hit an absolute laser beam off of the first baseman and then wound up stealing second and then coming around on a double by
Nathan Church.
Thank you, Nathan Church. That's how the Cardinals took the lead, but the Phillies just evened things up. Boy, last night I thought was just overall, I thought the Cardinals played winning baseball last night. They pitched, obviously Palante not giving up any runs. He worked in and out of trouble. The double play ball was king last year, or last night, I should say. Stanek pretty much won the game in the 8th. I mean, we have...
Who's the guy we picked up that can't get anybody out?
Ferguson.
Yeah, old Fergie's having troubles.
How many 6 walks now?
Yeah.
In the last 2 games? For Caleb Ferguson?
Jake Ferguson for a minute.
Tight end for the Cowboys?
He came to us from the Reds. Do you think
Different
he's still trying to help the Reds?
I had the same thought last night.
Come on, man.
No, he started his tenure off pretty well for the Cardinals. It's just been these past few days.
Well, it seems like pure manipulation in my opinion. You start off saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm trying to help you," and then all of a sudden,
but has he got a batter out yet since he's been a Cardinal?
Oh yeah. His first outing was very good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he came in a key spot.
He hasn't got anybody out in a while.
No, he's walked everybody.
Yeah.
So last night he walks the bases loaded, and then Stanek has to come in, and the much maligned Stanek winds up getting a huge double play. Yeah. What's up?
I just find it funny that that Stanek was the one to come in and
save the day.
We have been...
He's been very up and down, hot and cold throughout the year. There's stretches where he looks pretty good, and then there's other stretches where he's not.
Well, same thing with Justin Brule. Brule has been sensational over his last X amount of outings. But last night, I thought the game was won in the 8th. Don't look at me like that.
That changes things for you?
No. I'm just saying.
I mean, bring up somebody else, not Brule.
If we're going to criticize a guy...
Wow, come on.
You're also going to give the guy his flowers.
It is funny because
maybe off flower.
When these guys are pitching well, we don't talk about them because they're doing their job until things escalate. They blow a game or whatever it is, and then it's like, what the heck, man?
Of course.
Welcome to sports.
Yeah, misplaced anger, frustration.
It's true.
But Stanek came in last night. Ryan Stanek came in last night, and he was outstanding. I mean, everybody remembers the win RBI, and we'll get to that. And, of course, the home run by Everson Pereira. But the game, in my opinion, was won in the 8th inning. Bases loaded, nobody out. And you're in a situation where Stanek comes in, and you're like, oh, boy. He gets a rise to hitting a 3-2-3 double play, then gets Realmuto to fly out. Huge moment in that game. But going back to Mason Wynn, guys, that was what, we had this conversation yesterday about Mason Wynn. It's very brief. But some suggested that maybe you trade Mason Wynn because of the offensive profile. To me, and I'm not just saying this because he's had a couple of good games here, it's absolutely asinine. You have a starting staff that is pitch to contact, ground balls galore. You need an elite defensive shortstop, and you have one. He made a play today.
Yeah.
That
he just made another one as well.
Sensational.
He's a really good
baseball player. Bold question for you. And I tried to scout around a little bit, but I didn't get to every team. Do the Cardinals, defensively, do they have maybe the best 1-2 punch up the middle of the infield with Weatherholt and Mason Wynn? Like, I found teams with maybe better shortstops, like offensively.
Yeah.
I don't find many better shortstops defensively than Mason Wynn. And second base, same thing to be said about Weatherholt.
Boy, that's a good point. Off the top of my head, I don't know. They might.
I looked around. I didn't look a long time, but I kind of poked around, and I didn't see the 1-2 punch defensively.
Yeah.
Taking the offense completely out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're right up there. They're on the podium.
Well, Jamie, to your point, so they needed a double play earlier in this game, and it was a slow roller. I think it was hit by Brandon Marsh. Slow roller to second base. Runners bearing down on Weatherholt. And I even thought in my head, I go, you got to go to first. And instead, Weatherholt stays down. He does the option pitch. Yeah. That's his only play. If he resets his feet, he's going to lose time. He may not make an accurate throw. So you have to go with the quick underhands, keep the thumb down, and that's exactly what Weatherholt did. So no waste of time on that. And then win through an absolute missile.
Yep.
That I would be shocked if Alec Burleson didn't need some ice after the end of the game.
Oh, he's got a few of those wrong.
Oh, yeah. Threw a missile to first base and got the runner by milliseconds. So to your point, couple of big moments in a big series, by the way, because if you can win this one, you carve into Philadelphia's lead in the wild card. But I thought last night was just winning baseball all the way around.
We got a couple of examples here. Horner and Swanson. I don't know if those guys are better defensively.
So I'm on Baseball Savant right now. If you want to look at outs above average, J.J. Weatherholt is second, and this is just all Major League Baseball, all positions, second behind Pete Crow Armstrong in outs above average. At number 16 is Mason Wynn at 10. JJ's at 21, Mason's at 10. And there's no other group, shortstop and second baseman, in that list. So if you want to go by that metric, those two are the best pair in Major League Baseball up the middle.
Defensively.
Thanks for checking that out, Marshy, because I've been battling with all these people forever. Now they know. What?
Are people saying stuff?
They're not mad at me. They're just giving me.
There's maybe throwing out some suggestions.
Horner, Swanson, Edwards, and Lopez. Looks like it's Wynn and Weatherholt.
So
a couple of dubs.
That is that's another good pair. You have Dansby Swanson, who is sixth in Major League Baseball in outs above average, and then if you scroll down just a little bit, Nico Horner is 26. So they're also in that top 30 range. So that's another good pairing in Major League Baseball. But the Cardinals are better.
Let's go, baby.
To suck on that. All right, 1-1. Cardinals did get out of the inning unscathed, or at least without giving up the lead, I should say. But it is 1-1 in the bottom of the fourth as Zach Wheeler is back on the hill. And we'll keep you updated on the Cardinals game. And once it's over with, we will, I think we're chatting with our guy, Brad Thompson. Yep, maybe about 4:30 or so. Whenever the game is over with, we'll chat with him, get his thoughts. But hopefully the Cardinals can post a win because they would have another series win. That would be 3 series wins in a row. And over an opponent in Philadelphia, which, again, directly impacts the wild card standing. So, again, we'll keep you updated on that. All right, it's Fast Line on 101 ESPN. Have the Blues put themselves in the best position to come out of this retool faster? We'll dive into that next on 101 ESPN. It's the Fastline on 101 ESPN. Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Have the Blues put themselves in the best position to come out of this retool faster? Now, Jamie, I know that you were looking at an article by the Daily Face-Off.
Yeah.
And they liked what the Blues accumulated with their youth. And one of the things that they discussed, and they did like strengths and weaknesses, but one of the overarching themes for the Daily Face-Off that they really liked about the Blues is that they had variety. You can find forwards, you can find defensemen, you can find goaltenders. You have a little bit of everything to choose from when it comes to the Blues farm system. When you thought about the question, though, have the Blues put themselves in the best position to come out of the retool faster, were you thinking of the depth that they had or just the players that they have prospect-wise potentially speeding up this retool?
So when I sat back and evaluated, I looked at the current roster of what I would say your one-way contracts. So the guys that should be in the NHL, your current roster guys. And then I looked at the prospect pool, whatever guys in the minors / draft picks that they've had. And it really is great. Daily Faceoff says that through some high-profile trades and acquiring a boatload of draft picks, the Blues have built quite an impressive pipeline. And their biggest strength, like you said, is the variety, that they have people in every position, which is good.
Yep. Because
you wouldn't want to have like one left winger prospect, one right defenseman prospect, and you're like, ooh, all eggs in one basket. Mm-hmm. Right now, what the Blues have done is what Alex Steen has wanted to do since he has started to talk as the general manager of the Blues. He wants internal competition. Nothing is given to you, even if you're on a one-way contract. I'm not talking about your 6, 7, 8-year contracts that are sitting on the books. I'm talking about your bottom 6 forwards and your bottom 2 defensemen. Nothing's given to you. And that's the biggest thing the Blues have right now is depth in all positions, except for goalie. I think their goalies, but you still have 2 of the best goalies in the NHL right now in Hofer and Binnington. Is a great tandem. So you don't have to worry about that just yet. When you look at their weaknesses, though, and this is what they outlined, they did talk about lack of options on the left wing. Mm-hmm. And, it is what it is, but you've got a stockpile of, well, I'll call them center icemen, and you can always move somebody to the wing.
I was going to ask you that, Jamie. When I read that and I read about the left wing, I kind of thought, I compared it to football, and it's almost like, well, you know what, their wide receivers aren't great. I think, okay, it can be an impact position, but I'd rather, if I'm going to have a lack of something, I probably want a lack of a left winger. I don't want to lack centers. I don't want to lack defensemen. I don't want to lack goaltenders. Again, if you have to choose something, I'm okay with that being the spot that is a weakness among your prospect group. If it were, hey, the cupboard is completely bare when it comes to defensemen, that to me is a big problem.
It would. And you look at Tynan Lawrence, who is their first-round pick, draft 11th overall this year. He doesn't profile to be in the NHL like next year or maybe even the year after. Who knows? But he's a left-handed shot. Mm-hmm. And he will probably be a centerman for your team. But then you look at Dalibor Dvorsky, who's a left-handed shot. You could slide him over to the wing. And now you still got 2 highly talented players, young players at that, team-controlled players that you're intertwining or interchanging from center to left wing to center. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about it that way.
I was actually thinking about Dalibor Dvorsky the other day.
Because he changed his number?
Yes.
What'd you think of that?
It's great. 54 is a weird number for a forward.
Yeah.
So I like 15.
15. I think 15 is what he wore in junior and in Springfield.
But as it pertains to him, I was thinking about Robert Thomas, and when he first came up, he played on the wing to sort of inchworm his way into that center role, and we know what him to be now. And I was wondering, because Dalibor Dvorsky is so young, if that would be a better fit for him as he progresses throughout his NHL career.
It may be if someone can push him out, right? So we don't know how it's going to align right now for the Blues. We know that Robert Thomas is your first-line center. We don't know if McTavish or McMichael will be your second-line center. We don't know if one of them will be your third-line center. Pius Suter is a center iceman as well.
Right.
So maybe your best lineup is Thomas, McTavish, Suter, and then on to Finley or Walker or whoever's going to be on that fourth line for you. Maybe that's the way your alignment looks, and that would mean that Dalibor Dvorsky's on the wing.
Do you think he has the foot speed to be a winger?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually think it's a better spot for him because in the center ice position, there's very few center icemen that are slow that are successful. Ryan O'Reilly is and was a massive exception, but that's because he was so damn smart. Because as a slow center iceman, you've got to try and cover 200 feet of ice, and if you're slow, you're never a part of the play. You're always a step behind, which crushes any offense that you can create. Whereas on the wing, you can be a little more heavy-footed and still get a jump on being on the offensive side.
So are we getting to the point where Dalibor Dvorsky is moving out of that center position because of the additions that they have? You think Pius Suter is better suited for that over him and not moving Pius to a wing?
No, I don't know yet at all. Okay. What I look at is just
because it's harder to play center as a younger player than and Pius has had the experience of doing it for a number of years.
He has, but they also pushed him to the wing for the latter part of the season last year too. He can play all over the ice as far as the forward position is concerned. But for me, it's what Dalibor Dvorsky does at training camp and what it looks like, what McMichael looks like. Do they try to put him at center ice? Maybe the center ice position looks like Thomas, McTavish, McMichael on the third line center, and they move Dvorsky or Suter to the left wing with McTavish. Or I don't know what it's going to look like yet. I know that all of these guys are going to get ample opportunity to prove themselves. And let's not forget Otto Stenberg, too. He was a center iceman. Now he's on the wing when he plays up in the NHL. He didn't play one shift at center ice that I can remember anyways. So they have a lot of options of young players. And then getting back to the daily faceoff, going over their prospect list, the Blues have a lot of options coming into like Justin Carbonneau, too. He's played some games in the playoffs last year, but he's going to have probably half a season to maybe a full season of AHL under his belt before he comes in. And Juracek on the defensive side. Maddox Dagenet played with his father, who was very heavy-footed as an NHL player, but could score goals at will. And this kid's 6'4", 196 pounds already. And he scores goals at will. And he's a way better skater than his dad was. So he's a center left wing as well. Stenberg, center, 21 years old. Milton Gastron in Sweden, center iceman, 19 years old. And he's also a left-handed shot.
At what point does too many players become too much? And this is not just a Blues thing. It could be any sport that I'm thinking of. At what point does that become too much?
It never does.
Okay.
Ever. Because look at the Dodgers. If we want to talk about the Dodgers, never mind spending the money. They draft, they develop, they have this arsenal of young players, and then they trade them, sledgehammer to the housefly, to pick up a future Hall of Famer for their team.
But you got to make sure you're actually doing that, though.
Well, yeah. Well, you're not just going to let these guys
You can't
rot.
just hoard everybody.
No, you can't. I mean, you can for a year or two because they're all so young. But when their third year of their entry-level contract comes around, you have to make a decision because now you have to decide whether you're going to qualify them with an offer to keep them in the system or you're going to trade them because of a year left on their deal and somebody else can kick the can down the road and see what that player looks like. So I think right now the Blues are in an excellent position internally to get better. And I also feel like if they need to move some pieces because they believe that they're better than they thought they were and they want to add like bigger pieces, they have the assets to do so.
Yeah, I agree on that. So, again, if we're going to just put a cap on this after we asked it, have the Blues put themselves in the best position to come out of this retool faster? I'm assuming, Jamie, you're saying yes.
I think it's, on the surface, I think it's inevitable. I think their roster right now is a more well-rounded, better roster than they had last year. And we saw at the end of last year some really good things, but I think we can see it consistently this year. And then when you're adding some of these players in the next 2 to 3 years, to me, it's inevitable that the Blues will be a really strong team in the Western Conference.
It's Jamie Rivers. It's Carey Davis. It's Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. What do we actually value in an MVP? I'm going to throw something at you guys in terms of the numbers, but is it all about numbers? That's next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals looking to win the rubber match against the Phillies. It is currently tied 1-1 in the bottom of the fifth inning. Cesar Prieto picked up his first hit of the season. We'll keep you updated on this one throughout the remainder of the show. But coming up next, we're going to dive into what do we actually value in an MVP. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
How do we actually value, or what do we actually value when it comes to the MVP race? Yordan Alvarez could win the Triple Crown this year. He's running away with the American League MVP, and rightfully so. The Astros right now are in first place, but they're only ahead of the Rangers by a game or a half game, something like that. When it comes to the NL race, it's PCA versus Shohei Ohtani. And it probably comes down to, even if P. Crow Armstrong has a better offensive profile, whether or not Shohei Ohtani still pitches at some point this season and provides value from a pitching standpoint. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to Yordan Alvarez, are you guys okay with Yordan winning the MVP, even if the Astros don't even make the playoffs? Like, so what do we actually value in an MVP race?
Yeah, I think sometimes people do value the impact that that player has on a team and whether or not they're winning. But I think if you're playing at the elite level, the highest level that you can, Yordan Alvarez is leading the league in home runs. He's up there. I think he's tops in hits, runs scored. Like he's doing, and he's batting .322.
No, he's been incredible. Again, he may win the Triple Crown, which he's one of the rarest.
Yeah, I don't think
feats in sports.
I don't think you can deny someone an individual award, and that part of the game is an individual thing that he's doing. How he's hitting the ball when he's at the plate. Yeah, you would have to give him the award, even if their team is struggling, because obviously there's really if they were a struggling team, you would say, well, he doesn't even have help around him, and he's still playing at that elite of a level. Mm-hmm. Right now, the Astros are playing pretty well, so yeah, he would be the MVP for me. I don't care about where the team is in that regard.
So it is about numbers, then.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just.
It's an individual award. It's not a team award, right? That's why I always say, like, championships are a team award. It takes everyone on the team in order to win a World Series or a Super Bowl or, a Stanley Cup. But the individual part of it, man, I got my guy. Like, yeah. I've done my part, and I've shown that I am the best player in the game.
So what you're saying is essentially don't punish the individual for having an outstanding season.
Yes.
And I'm not saying the Astros will miss the playoffs, but it's a possibility.
And I think I think it varies sport to sport, because I think Joe Burrow a couple of years ago was having like an MVP caliber year, and the Bengals didn't make the playoffs. If I'm remembering it correctly. I don't know if he should win the award. I think it varies based on sport.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting to me.
And I guess I say that because I think the quarterback has more of an impact on a team, offensively for sure. You're touching the ball every single play.
Sure.
Yordan Alvarez is going to get 4 opportunities, on a really good day.
Right.
Great day, he's going to get 5 opportunities to make an impact on the game. Mm-hmm. So, I think that's why I think it's a little bit different. But in baseball, if you're doing all of the things that he's done, leading the league in home runs, hits, batting average, why not?
Yeah.
Why would he not be the MVP?
You can make the argument that the Astros wouldn't be in the situation that they're even in right now if not for Yordan Alvarez, which would make him the most valuable player.
It's a good point. If not for him and his contributions, maybe the Astros are a fourth-place team instead of currently first place. Of course, they could play in a better division, and The Astros might be in a wild card race, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it depends. Typically, and going back to the Joe Burrow situation, CD, I can't remember what year you were talking about, but I'm sure there was another quarterback that was putting up equal numbers while also helping his team win. So usually you have that, where you have two players, similar numbers. Maybe Burrow was better in certain categories, but if it's real close and the Bengals miss the postseason and the other team wins their division or makes the playoffs, you probably give it to the guy that helped his team win overall.
I think that was the year that Josh Allen won MVP, when it should have been Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen ended up winning it. So you have Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, two quarterbacks that got their team to the playoffs, and then Joe Burrow, who I think that was the year where it came down to they needed to beat Denver, and I think they ended up tying. It was like back and forth.
2024, I believe. 2024.
Was it 2024?
Yeah. That was the year that Josh Allen won. He got fourth in MVP voting, and their team was 9-8.
Yeah.
The Bengals needed to win out.
At the elite level. He led the league in passing yards. Like
he's balling out.
He was playing his butt off.
Yeah.
But,
can't play defense.
Yeah.
So well, maybe you should have tried.
Yeah.
PCA currently has the WAR advantage over Shohei Ohtani, 7.5 to 6.3 in B WAR and 8.0 to 6.4 in F WAR. The comparison gets even more interesting when you look at the components. PCA is ahead of Shohei in batting and base running, while Ohtani has the fielding edge according to the run saved comparison that was used in David Schoenfield's article when it comes to like breakdown of top 10 interesting storylines heading into the stretch of baseball. But if Ohtani can still pitch,
I was going to say, how many innings has PCA pitched this year?
0.
I just
wondered. His fault. They ain't gave him a chance.
Well,
so it's Cubs' fault.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's probably not qualified.
Probably not.
Which would mean that the other player who is qualified to pitch in Major League Baseball, probably the MVP.
Yeah, I would say
if we're splitting hairs on the offensive side and all the other numbers.
But he hasn't. Shohei has stopped pitching, if I'm not mistaken. When's the last time he pitched? It's been
July
over
3rd.
a month.
Yeah,
July
Carey,
3rd.
even if Shohei wasn't a starting pitcher, let's say he's out of the bullpen and he pitched 85 innings or whatever.
That's what he's at, 85 and
85
2/3.
innings.
So he's still
He's still pitching
85.
in Major League Baseball, my friend.
He's got an ERA
Like those-
of
that still counts.
1.79.
ERA of 1.7.
Then give him the Cy Young
What's his
award.
FIP?
I don't think
Anthony
you can.
loves FIP.
I don't think.
I do.
You do love the fielding independent
Percentage.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's kind of a catch-22. I do think Shohei has been. If he were still pitching, though, that's when I would say
He has pitched.
He
It's
has.
not like he didn't pitch this year.
But we can't. You got to
They
give
shut him down.
You got to
It's
give
not
him
his
credit
fault.
for what he's not doing now.
But
He's not doing it right now.
if the stat is on the books, it's on the books for
It
the
is.
year.
But if PCA just said, "Okay, I'm not playing center field anymore," do you take that against him?
Well, compared to
that means he's not playing at all.
No, he could be DHing.
Okay.
If he's just the DH, if he no
great.
longer
I don't care. He'll still be a DH. Well, Shohei is a pitcher and
he's not
a hitter.
pitching though.
He has though.
And so is PCA. He has played center field. So if you take him out of
Am I
center
taking
field,
crazy pills
No,
right now?
listen to what I'm saying.
I'm trying.
If PCA goes and becomes just the DH, are you going to hold that against him? Or are you going to say, well, he did play center field, so he still gets
If
credit
the
for
stats
that?
are on the books for this year, he
Yeah.
played both.
And when you break it down and you start going through the MVP award, you're
Yeah.
going to say, all right, well, he did play center field, even though he's not doing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You have to. It's on the books, Carey.
Yeah, it all factors in.
If it was a year from now and he hasn't, like next season, if there is baseball, and he doesn't play center field the whole time, or Shohei doesn't pitch at all, I can't use that.
I understand, but he's not pitching now. Is all I'm
It
saying.
doesn't
So don't
matter.
say
He
he's.
still
Don't,
did it.
I wouldn't say they shut him down because they wanted to have him ready to be a bachelor.
Let me ask you a question. It's hypothetical, of course.
All right, I love these.
You have an NFL quarterback, or no, let's take what's his name with Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
Travis Hunter.
No, Travis Hunter.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter has a career year as a receiver,
Mm-hmm.
leads the conference in touchdowns and all that. Like, take the quarterbacks out of the equation for MVP. He's in the MVP conversation. But he also has 4 interceptions and 1 back down for a touchdown. But he week
stopped
7,
playing after week 6?
Week 7, week 8, they shut him down because they want to focus on receiver.
And they let him play receiver for the rest of the year?
The interceptions still count on his report card.
Yes, but I'm not going to say that
Your Honor,
that's.
I'm
not going to say that that's why he should be the MVP because he's the.
But I said he's having an MVP season.
But he's no longer playing DB.
But I'm talking as a receiver.
Yeah, a receiver.
But he still has.
As a receiver.
But he still has.
As a hitter, not a pitcher.
Does he have the stats as defensive? Does he still have the defensive stats?
Yes, but I'm not using that and saying that he's not doing that right now.
Carey, are you out of your mind?
Yes.
If you had a guy that was that good at receiver and he's playing both ways for half the season.
And he's no longer doing it?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He's a receiver now. He's not having an impact on the defensive side anymore.
Okay.
So he did. It was outstanding when he did, but he's not now.
We're not going to count it.
Nah, you can count it, but I'm not going to say
we don't count it.
But you're calling him a pitcher, and
Carey,
he ain't
drunk?
pitching.
But he did pitch.
All right, good.
Not yet.
Holy.
So you did a lot of things. Are you still that person?
It's not on the books for this year.
This is last year's
That's last year's books.
Yeah.
So
Way different.
I think it depends on what do you weigh. Obviously, PCA, he's probably going to win a Gold Glove in center field as the best center fielder in people would say in Major League Baseball, and his offensive numbers are better than Ohtani. If this type of profile for a player doesn't win the most valuable player with Ohtani in the same league, then nobody will ever probably win it.
If Ohtani pitches and hits as well as he has this season, then no. Because you can't take away what Ohtani has done too.
Yeah, you can't blame him for being a double.
Just because Ohtani hasn't been as good as he was a year ago offensively doesn't mean his contributions thus far are significantly less than PCA's. Plus, he's pitched.
So he's pitching and he's hitting. PCA is fielding and hitting as well.
Sure.
So for me, obviously, him pitching, it's incredible. No other player's doing it. But he's not pitching anymore, and he doesn't play the field. What does he do now outside of just hit?
Okay,
he just hits,
and he's not hitting better than him. Not hitting better than PCA.
So that was
That's
Carey's
the point that I'm making.
Okay, but he's still.
He did.
All right, let me ask.
He no longer is.
Let me ask you this, Carey. Let me ask you this.
Just forget it, Anthony. Forget it.
Let me ask you this.
Forget it.
A defense, okay, gives up, I don't know, 185 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. 125. But only 75 came on one play. Do you still count it?
125 yards.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, got you. That was good.
The team didn't do a good enough job on that specific play.
So they still gave up. So we can't take away the 75-yard run.
I'm not taking it away, but Marshy just made a very good point. He's no longer pitching.
So this
but
how many innings?
Pitch come playoffs.
But he's hitting, and if he's not hitting better than PCA, then how would you put him ahead of PCA?
If PCA wasn't an elite defender, this is not even a discussion. But he is one of the best, if not the best center fielder in Major League Baseball.
What would you rather have?
Obviously,
I'd rather have a pitcher.
Why?
I'd rather have a pitcher that's still pitching.
Thank you. He ain't pitching.
So you don't want his bat in your lineup?
Right. So how many innings?
Of course you would want Ohtani's bat in my lineup.
How many innings has Ohtani pitched?
85 2/3.
So you have to take away, with your argument, you have to take away the 85 innings.
You don't have to take it away.
Yes, you do.
It's an entire season. It's there. We can accept it.
You guys are acting like Ohtani offensively is way down offensively.
What you just said, would you rather have a pitcher or PCA? I would rather have Shohei Ohtani if he is a pitcher.
I take Ohtani even
but he's not pitching right now. So if I'm selecting the best player based on the numbers, and again, it's not very, very different, but I'm getting a player that is a potential Gold Glove center fielder.
What'd you say?
And is hitting better than Shohei Ohtani right now.
What did you just say about the numbers?
I said the numbers are similar.
Thank you.
But the one person is also a Gold Glove defender, and the other is just hitting.
And he leads Major League Baseball in WAR, which everybody loves these days.
You love WAR.
It's not
Case closed.
It's not that big of a difference.
You've proven.
What's his FIP?
You've proven nothing except insanity.
What's his FIP? Anthony,
insanity.
find his FIP.
You guys want a Cub? You want a Cub that win an MVP so bad? Go for it.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
You're the one from Chicago. You grew up rooting for the Cubs.
He's a White Sox fan.
Thank you.
Nah, he's a Cubs fan.
Hell no.
Yeah, he was.
I've never rooted for the Cubs.
I
Ever.
saw that Cubs.
Don't you dare. I've
that
never.
Ernie Banks jersey. You
Stop it.
Yeah.
Not even in my time.
Yeah, you had it. It was a throwback.
I used to say Ryan Sandberg. Spell your name right.
Sean Dunston was your guy. I know you.
You played for the Giants.
In terms of who is leading, in terms of like the odds makers, PCA is leading in that.
Well, there you go.
So,
Did you get the FIP
on Shohei?
on both of them?
I'm not even going there anymore. I've moved on.
We're not
No,
talking to you.
let me-
right?
I don't want you to talk to me.
Let me get that fit.
I'm having to talk to this wall over here. It's got more reason than you.
let me ask you this,
I've
Anthony.
heard that before.
I know you have.
Crow Armstrong does not have a FIP because he doesn't pitch.
Oh, damn
so
it.
I just checked that.
That's going to work against him, Anthony.
Well, apparently not.
Not at all.
You just make up the things, yeah.
Go ahead, Marsh.
No.
Whatever works.
What do you got for me?
If you took PCA off the Cubs, do you think that would be the same team? Would
Well,
they
if
be
you took
having the same exact success?
But that team was not
season-wide?
as good anyway. You can't compare because the Dodgers are just that much better as a team.
But we're talking about most
But-
valuable player.
Yeah, but in baseball, it's individual
But
stats.
Carey talked about. That's why I asked the question initially, and Carey said it's about the stats.
Okay, I'm talking about from my perspective.
You like the numbers. Where is Shohei ranked in FIP? Because PCA is number one in outs above average. Since we can
How
we
far
can
ahead
compare
of
those.
Otani is he outs above average?
I don't see him on there.
I'm just asking.
Anthony knows these things. He's the baseball guy.
I'm trying, barely. I'm trying to find his pitching numbers. Let's see here. I can't find his.
And if we would have stopped the season in July, I would say that Shohei was the MVP.
This is from
we're still talking about
Fangraphs. Otani's FIP is 3.68.
3.68. Okay.
Where does that rank him amongst
Wait, hold on a second.
MLB players?
No, it's 2.59.
2.59. I don't know what that 3.6.
Where does that rank him?
2.59. Probably pretty damn good.
Probably.
Yeah.
We don't know.
All right, fine. In all of baseball, you want?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Let me see here. Player stats.
2.59. I don't even see him. Oh well, he doesn't have enough games pitched to qualify for that number, Anthony. Amazing.
Jacob Mizorowski is the best FIP in baseball at 2.17.
And Shohei doesn't have enough games to qualify him.
Okay.
Christopher
Sorry about it.
Sanchez, who we've seen in Philly, he's at 2.61, and he ranks 5th.
Where's Shohei on that
Shohei
list?
is 9th in all of baseball.
He ain't got enough qualifications, Anthony.
Okay, well, if we qualify it
Case
at
closed.
50 innings of work, okay, Shohei is 5th.
Why'd you choose that number? Because Shohei makes it?
Because it's the only option he gave you. Probably.
So if we go to 60, Shohei Otani is 5th in FIP.
Yeah, Anthony, you can't count that. Doesn't count.
No, it counts, man.
No, it doesn't
you,
count.
You know what? You can count it whatever you want to count.
If we go to 70 innings, he's still 5th.
Shocked that you were rooting for a Dodger to win an MVP award.
Okay, Cubby.
Hey,
If we go to 80 innings of work, he's still 5th. So he's behind Mizorowski, Fried, Chris Sale, Dylan Cease, and then there's Otani. Max Fried, by the way, 81.1. 81 of the third innings of work for Max Fried this year. So Shohei has pitched more than Max Fried. But we're not knocking Max Fried, apparently.
wasn't Max Fried hurt to start the season?
Yes.
Okay.
But his stats shouldn't count.
No.
So he hasn't pitched.
Is he
the
going to
full
win a
season.
Cy Young?
No.
Because why?
Because his numbers compared to Jacob Mizorowski's not
Because
better.
he probably hasn't pitched enough innings?
It certainly factors into the
I'm sure it
discussion.
does.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Is Max
I'll
Fried
see you
hit?
guys later.
Hold on, Jamie, before
I
you
gotta
go.
pee. Come on, let's wrap this up.
Before you
Nah,
go.
you stay here and wait.
No, I'm peeing.
Jamie, just answer one question before you go.
Okay.
What's Max Fried's batting average and offensive profile?
0.0.
There we go. Thank you. All right. The Yankees. The Lakers have been sold. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN. that A down at Busch Stadium right now.
They're beating the A's.
They're playing the Phillies.
They're not playing the A's. They're playing the Phillies.
No, I said beating that A.
Oh, beating the A.
Kids are still out of school. I don't want to.
Cocky fat A.
Yeah,
Stalter.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Even though we could say that word, I'm trying to be very respectful.
Good for you, Anthony. Proud of you, man.
They're beating that behind 5-1 right now. The floodgates opened in the 5th inning. Herrera singled to center, scoring Pareto, who got a hit, boys.
Yeah. First hit.
Cesar
of the season.
Pareto got his first hit of the season. He was excited. He came around to score on the Herrera single. Then Burleson, who continues. Burleson's been an absolute freak at the dish lately. Doubles to center. Herrera scores. Weatherholt scores to make it 4-1. And then Walker, who has had an outstanding day today with the bat, doubled the left. Burleson scored, so it's 5-1. All that damage, by the way, came off of Zach Wheeler, or came against Zach Wheeler, who's now out of the game. They have, if the Cardinals hold on here, if they would have beaten in back-to-back games Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler. That's one All-Star and one guy who should have been an All-Star in a pivotal series. So hopefully they can hang on, and we'll get to that wrap up with BT a little bit later on in the show. The Los Angeles Lakers have officially been sold, boys. And no, our bid of $20 was not the highest.
That's shameful.
Yeah. $12.5 billion was the number that the Lakers were purchased for. American businessman Josh Kushner and then Bob Iger bought the team for over $12 billion with a B. Record-breaking price, multiple sources told ESPN. So the Lakers have been dealt. What do you think the story is here, CD?
It was the story for me is Jeannie Buss and that family deciding to actually move on from the family business. Mm-hmm. Like Jerry Buss and what he was able to do to create the Showtime Lakers and bring it to the Forum and put the Laker girls out there, like make it an entertainment business. And now that family, and I'm sure I would assume they still have some type of portion of something where they can still be a part owner or something. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But the fact that family is no longer in the Laker business, I think that's the biggest story. Obviously, $12.5 billion for a franchise. Like these numbers, the way that they've grown over the past 20, 30, 40 years for franchises where, at one point I'm sure some of them are bought for $200 million, $500 million, and now you're looking at the billions, multiple billions. Mm-hmm. It's amazing to see how these numbers have grown, and that's probably the one franchise that when you look at all the landscape, you got Yankees, you got Lakers, you got Dallas Cowboys,
Real Madrid.
Those franchises are the ones where you say the most most notable franchises in all of sports. It's not really a big surprise that team sold for that amount of money.
That's what I wrote down. I think when you look at it, people are like, "Wow, $12.5 billion, that's insane." But compared to what? The Yankees, the Cowboys, you mentioned it, Real Madrid. I think Manchester United is also in there. The Lakers are arguably one of the most recognizable sports brands on earth. So maybe $12.5 billion isn't that crazy. Maybe we just finally realized how valuable a team like this has become because the Lakers came up for sale and they were purchased. So I think now it's like, okay, we're kind of resetting the market here.
So the Buss family sold their majority stake to Mark Walter. I think they have 17% of minority stake, but this Mark Walter guy who owns the Dodgers, by the way, I think he's in a little bit of hot water right now.
What happened?
So if I'm not mistaken, he's under investigation. I have to do a little bit more digging on that. So, yeah, this is from the L.A. Times. A federal law enforcement probe into the financial affairs of the Dodgers' controlling owner, Mark Walters, seems to focus on what looks like an obscure financial maneuver-related party transactions. That's just, real quick. So there's some stuff going on there.
Who knew the Dodgers would be in some financial issues and got some problems?
Oh, maybe you can go to Major League Baseball and just get it figured out for him.
Yeah, get bailed out.
The L.A. Times...
I hand him another TV contract that allows him to get every other player.
You guys sound like haters.
It goes on to say there are deals between entities with business or personal ties, including loans, sales, and other transactions that can have legitimate reasons but pose potential conflicts of interest and typically require extra scrutiny. So... I wonder if that had anything to do with them selling. Obviously, you probably want to make more than what you paid for.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, maybe. All right, did Chaim Bloom pull a Doug Armstrong when it comes to a certain player? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN. Here's something I think every homeowner should do this summer. Maybe give your garage door a little attention before it gives you a big problem. We're heading to vacations, or maybe you're wrapping up the summer with a vacation, maybe a road trip, certainly some weekend getaways. Busy summer schedule continues. Last thing you need to do is push off any sort of maintenance issue that you have with your garage door, and then it decides it doesn't want to cooperate. Remember, your garage door should not be talking to you. That's why I call my friends at Don's Garage Door. So if you're hearing squeaking, grinding, shaking, or anything that doesn't sound right, that's a sign that something could be going on. That's where I recommend, again, my friends at Don's Garage Doors. They're a local St. Louis company. Technicians who live and work right here in St. Louis. They're all about honest service, quality work, and neighbors helping neighbors. They keep it simple. They show up, they do it right, and they stand behind it, their work. Right now, you can get a complete garage door tune-up for less than $30. So $29.95 tune-up special from Don's Garage Doors. It's a simple preventative maintenance call that could save you from a much more expensive repair later. Maybe you want to do some other upgrades. For me, Don's Garage Doors hooked me up with a brand new keypad with a camera that I can monitor right from my phone. I didn't think I needed it until I use it. I use it every single day. I know when the garage door goes up and down. If anything's going on outside that, I want to keep an eye on the kids and things like that. If I'm inside for a second, I can watch them on the camera, and it's perfect. If you're ready for a new door, Don's Garage Doors is offering $500 off a new insulated garage door plus 0 payments for 12 months, fast financing approvals, and 0 surprise fees. So before that garage door noise turns into a headache, call Don's Garage Doors at 866-4-DONS-DOOR or visit them at donsgaragedoors.com. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. The Cardinals are up 5-1 on the Phillies right now in the top of the 7th, so hopefully they can hold on to this lead, maintain it, and they can post a series win that would be crucial for them when it comes to the last wild card spot. 306, your time check, brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Marsh was thinking about Doug Armstrong last night when he was watching a certain Cardinal. Who was that, Marsh?
Old Everson Pereira.
Did you get that, CD?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Everson Pereira.
Okay.
I heard it. EP. That's what we call him.
Yeah. He keeps asking me his name.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's the new guy? Everson Pereira.
EP.
Yeah. Go ahead, Marsh.
Yeah, so, the Cardinals, Chaim Bloom, they're taking a chance on a former top 100 prospect. with big upside, and to me, there's little risk involved. And it reminded me of what the Blues have done over the past couple of years as they have transitioned into trying to be a contending team. It made me think of Doug Armstrong and bring this guy in, see what he has. They're in the past, he's had something, clearly, being a former top 100 prospect. At one point, this guy had, a bit of talent to him, and maybe you can unlock that, and he can be a piece for you moving forward. Whatever that ends up being, I do not know. You can look at some of the pieces that Doug Armstrong has brought in. Some of them haven't worked out. Others have. So it just reminded me that, okay, maybe Chaim Bloom is going in this direction during a rebuild. You could put Dustin May in that category as well. Take a chance on a guy that has been injured, that has a lot of upside to him. If you can keep him in your organization and build him up to being what you think he can be, maybe there's some value there, whether he is on your team for the foreseeable future or you can trade him away. I think that Chaim Bloom is taking a page out of Doug Armstrong's book once again.
It's kind of a cost-free move. You need outfielders. You traded away Lars Nootbaar at the deadline. You've got your center field spot and your right field spot sewn up in Nathan Church, who's had a really nice season, and then obviously Jordan Walker's had a sensational season. But your left field spot needs a lot of work, needs a lot of help. And you've been rotating guys out there that aren't necessarily true outfielders. Jose Fermin's done great offensively. He's had some hiccups in the outfields when he's played out there, but why not? And Everson Pereira I like his energy, quite frankly. He made the one diving catch a couple of nights ago down the foul line. He made a great catch last night, obviously at the home run. So he's added a little pop to this line. Not pop, but he's added a little excitement to the lineup. He has, though, at one point, like you said, Marsh, former top 100 prospect, he's bounced around a little bit. The Yankees were the team that he signed with initially as an international free agent back in 2017. They eventually traded him at the deadline to the Rays. The Rays, in the offseason of 2025, traded him to the White Sox. And then the White Sox designated him for assignment so that they can sign Joey Bart, a journeyman catcher. And then the Cardinals claimed him off waivers. So the Yankees gave up, the Rays gave up, the White Sox gave up. Again, the Cardinals, low-risk move, might as well see what you have in him. But I do think there's a reason why he's bounced around a little bit. Will it click from here? I don't know.
Yeah, but what's the harm of having him off the bench?
Sure.
There's no harm. He's shown pretty good speed and defense, and if he's got a little bit of pop, you could run into one. I'm not saying he's your starting your starting left fielder.
Right.
Certainly not center fielder, but maybe. I don't know. He had pretty good range yesterday when he made that one catch. So, right. It is what it is. I think it's a safe pickup that if it pays off, great. If it doesn't, who cares?
Well, the other good thing about him, based on the Cardinals' current situation, he's right-handed. You just don't have a lot of right-handed options right now when it comes to the bench. When you face a lefty, you could have, you don't want to take Burleson's bat out of the lineup. Church has faced some lefties of late, but at least Everson Pereira gives you another look when it comes to the right-handed pinch hitter. If he does come in late in the game, or if he starts against a lefty, you can always replace him later on. With a Nathan Church or whoever. So I like the move. These are the moves you make, and I think it's a good comparison when it comes to Dustin May in terms of the low-risk option. Like Dustin May, obviously being a pitcher, he had a high profile, had more success before he got to the Cardinals. The injuries were the biggest problem with him. But it is a low-risk move. Small roll of the dice. And if you get something like the Cardinals did in Dustin May, you flip them at the deadline. Maybe Pereira gives it a little bit of time to help Joshua Baez down in the minors, maybe cut down on the strikeout rate. I know everybody's ready to see him, but until he cuts down on the strikeout rate, you won't.
Yeah, I think he's a player. If it, as Jamie said, if it does go well, then you found something. I don't think they brought him in with the expectation for that to take place. Just kind of a guy that's going to fill a roster spot, can be a pinch hitter, a pinch runner, maybe be a defensive substitute late in games if need be. But if you do strike gold with it, then you're like, oh, I'm a genius. If not, you look at it and say, hey, he's holding this spot until one of our younger, more talented guys can come in and take the place.
Sure. And I think if Joshua Baez was ready, maybe you don't make this move. maybe just bring him up at that time and then designate Velasquez for assignment like they did.
No,
You get the service time thing going, though, with Baez.
You do.
Where's Fermin going to play? What are we talking about?
Oh, he'll be in that lineup. You know it.
How?
They don't ask how. They ask why not. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
How many?
Yeah.
How many at bats? You going to get?
Not enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marsh. All right, it's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Cardinals up 5-1 right now on the Phillies, bottom of the seventh inning. Cardinals hopefully can add maybe some insurance runs. We will talk to Brad Thompson following the game. Right now it's slated for 4:30. We'll talk to BT and certainly break down this series. It looks very good as of right now. The legacy of Bill Belichick, is that possibly impacted by more news coming out about the GM that he hired in Michael Lombardi? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN. Michael Lombardi bounced around the NFL for a while. He kind of cut his teeth under Al Davis, just, doing things for the former Raiders owner. And then at one point he was in Cleveland and then back to New England for a little bit. But he and Bill Belichick are really good friends, which is why Bill Belichick hired Michael Lombardi, who was just doing a podcast. The Monday morning, no, not the Monday morning quarterback. What was it called? I forgot what the podcast was. But Michael Lombardi is doing a podcast, and Bill Belichick basically took him out of retirement and made him the GM at North Carolina when he was hired as the head coach. And now there's a lot of things coming out about Michael Lombardi, who was placed on administrative leave. There was HR complaints apparently about Lombardi. From reports, it was nothing in terms of being inappropriate. There was no, what you normally think of like an HR violation. Yeah. There was none of it. It seems like the guy came in and fired anybody that previously worked for North Carolina because he knew everything. Yeah. And there was a report by Yahoo Sports and also by Bruce Feldman at The Athletic. Thank you. Where he wrote, it almost feels like as I've watched this play out and talked to people around there, Lombardi is sabotaging this. How could we screw this up worse? The guy who Bill Belichick took over for at UNC, Mac Brown, really good coach, maybe stayed a little too long, but he won a national title at Texas. They fired him after 7 seasons. They were never this bad. They're the laughing stock of college football right now. What Lombardi really cuts at is the roster and what you put on the field and why that's so critical. The arrogant piece is coming in thinking he knew better than all these people who've worked in college football for a long time. Lombardi reportedly convinced North Carolina Board of Trustees Chairman John Prayer of Belichick's interest in the job after the Tar Heels fired Brown in 2024. He was the former Patriots coach, first major hire, obviously, and then Belichick and Lombardi first crossed paths when he's the head coach of the Cleveland Browns back in 91-95. But again, basically Lombardi came in and said, anybody that you think you know football and you know what you're doing, you don't because you didn't work in the NFL. Yeah. And then Lombardi proceeded to completely take a hatchet to the recruiting cycle for North Carolina, and it has left them in a world of hurt.
Yeah, it's been awful. And this is, I kind of expected this for Bill Belichick. Like, I did not think this would go over well. I didn't think it would be because of Lombardi. I just felt like Bill Belichick was going to be out of touch with 18 to 22-year-olds after coaching in the NFL for 30, 40 years. Like, those are different animals, especially in the time that we live in now, where a lot of these young college players have a mindset of already something being owed to them without having earned any of it. Not all of them, but a lot of them have that mindset and that philosophy. So I just felt like it was going to go poorly for them. And to continue with the article, Feldman says it's just staggering that someone who is the highest paid general manager, which Lombardi was, is the worst at his job in the entire field. Like, you have no clue of what you're doing in terms of recruiting and how to go after these young players. And then I tell you all the time, I don't care how great this is a perfect example of my philosophy of why coaching doesn't matter as much as people tell me it does.
He's going there with
the greatest coach of all time.
He doesn't have the best players.
Exactly. Yeah, making my damn point. Yeah. You can't make sugar out of sugar honey iced tea. You just can't do it.
Wait,
it doesn't. Put it together. Use the first letter of each word.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
The first letter?
The first letter of each word. Mm-hmm. You can't make sugar out of that.
Yeah.
So it's not going to happen. If you don't have the players, you can be the greatest coach, all the X's and O's in the world. If you don't have those guys, you're not going to win games. And this is a proof of it. They are struggling recruiting. They are struggling finding a way to get the best players or better players, and they're struggling winning games.
I also think it speaks to Lombardi coming in. The GM shuffle is the name of the podcast.
That drives me a little insane.
Well,
why did he bring him in?
Because they're friends.
I know, but
good old boy.
That's what Belichick did this with his entire coaching staff too. He either hired his kids or he hired
who is also on a medical leave right now.
Right.
His son, who's the defensive coordinator,
Stephen Belichick.
Like, they are. This is going to
turn into a disaster.
End poorly quickly. And if Bill Belichick makes it out of if he makes it through the entire year, good for him. But I could see a situation where it goes so poorly, and with all of these other issues, and obviously Stephen Belichick's issue is not, that has nothing, it's just a medical leave. He's dealing with some type of ailment. But if you don't have your defensive coordinator, your GM is on paid administrative leave, your head coach is, who knows what's going on in that world. Like, if you go out there and win 2 games, Bill Belichick will probably be fired. And the whole notion of him putting himself in position to get back into the NFL, you can throw that out the window as well. Because if you can't win at that level, if you can't find a way to win in the ACC and you can't find a way to win in North Carolina, nobody in the NFL is going to give you an opportunity to play or to call plays or be a coach at that level again, in my opinion.
Well, I completely agree with that. And I do want to get into, like, the legacy aspect here. But there's a lot of different tentacles here. One, Bill Belichick, he gets hired at North Carolina. And again, he brings in all his friends, he brings in his kids and all that. So he didn't surround himself with the best people for the job. He just surrounded people that were comfortable with him. Or
that were good at the job at a higher level.
Sure. And Lombardi, it is. And I think Lombardi probably figured that out. If you ever listen to his podcast, the GM Shuffle, he was very critical, very arrogant when it came to criticizing GMs around the NFL. And it was very entertaining because he was willing to speak directly. I mean, he would hammer teams about their drafts, about how they built their roster and all that. And he was very over the top, not only critical, but sarcastic and just kind of like he knew better. So I think there's a little bit of karma come to play here where he gets hired, he fires everybody, all the scouting staff and all that, the people that are telling him, hey, college football has changed. The landscape has changed. You got to get in the portal. You got to look at these transfers. You got to do this. You got to do that. And he goes, nah. And he went to the high school. He went back to the high school recruiting. He said, no, this is where it's at. I've been in the NFL. You haven't. You're done. And he has built one of the worst rosters in college football.
Yeah. It's just, for whatever reason, it's not a match. It's not a match. Him, his thinking, and the way they're doing business right now is not on par with what other college programs are doing. And Bill Belichick, the one thing that he's been able to do his entire career as a coach is zig when everybody else is zagging.
Right.
You can't do it when it comes to this kind of stuff, though.
Sure.
The blueprint's kind of right there laid out for you. If I was North Carolina, I would have said, well, Bill, the only way you're going to get the job is if you have the people that we know can do this part properly, who can get to the transfer portal, who can get to the recruiting side, who can travel around. Those people are going to be ours. You're going to coach football.
Yeah.
You don't need to. There's no draft. You don't have to be. Don't worry about it. We'll get you the players. You can look at the players that you like. Talk about the players that you like. We'll get those players, or we'll try to get those players for you.
Right.
But just coach. Because all this band of brothers that you brought with you, they don't know anything.
Well, it's also, don't know anything. Jamie, as you were talking, it's funny. You think about it. How much is Robert Kraft vindicated? Because the reports were that he called Arthur Blank, the owner of the Falcons, and said, "Do not hire this guy. He will bring in the wrong people." And that's exactly what has gone on in North Carolina. Well, Atlanta was concerned that he was going to come in and just bring in everybody that he wanted, and now you look at the results.
If you look at over the years, some of the people he brought in, even to New England, it was a joke. Some people, they were there and then they were gone. Then they were there, then they were gone. Like the fact that he was able to coach his way through some of this stuff, and he had Tom Brady. Let's just be honest.
Right.
He had Tom Brady, and he was an excellent NFL coach. Defensive schemes were excellent, all those things. So you can't take that away from the guy, no matter where he's at right now.
Yeah, he won. Now, he had Lawrence Taylor, but he also won in New York, too.
He's been a very successful professional coach. It's way different than the college level. And it's way different. Like, had Bill Belichick, let's just play a game here. Had he gone to, let's say, Alabama, okay? The pipeline was already there. A lot of it was already set up. The talented players were already there. I'm not saying they're a national championship team, but he's set up way better. He went to North Carolina. It's a really odd choice. It was not a good team, not a good program, not in a good spot. Like, did he suddenly become so arrogant that he thought he could just, no matter what, he was going to win with whatever the hell he had? Maybe.
I also wonder if that was if they were the only one hiring.
Okay, but even still, if I'm Bill Belichick and I still got my my wits to me, I go, this is a bad setup.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Well, that speaks to the arrogance.
That's what I'm saying.
That you just said.
And the one thing Carey was wrong about in all this is Bill Belichick seems to be very in touch with 20-year-olds.
So, how long have you been waiting on that?
Since he said it.
There you go.
You talk about legacy.
Fair.
Bill Belichick has sort of become the butt of a joke.
Yeah.
Jamie just made one. Adam Vinatieri made one in his Hall of Fame speech.
Yeah.
That is where Bill Belichick's name is right now. It's sort of the butt of a joke instead of being the head coach that he was in New England for so long. It's just
There just seems to be a lot of things he's doing, to your point, Marshy,
Yeah.
that are really different than what he ever was before.
Right.
It's like he's hit a midlife crisis, but way past the midlife crisis.
Right.
And now he's like, I can do everything. I want to do it this way. He's changing everything that he was,
Yeah.
essentially. And this is the version we're getting now.
he should have stuck with TV because listening
was
to
pretty
him,
good on
he
that,
was
yeah.
listening, and he showed a little bit more personality than he did when he was a coach.
Right.
And he's very insightful. He can talk football. He knows football.
Yeah.
And as a viewer, I want to see one of the best head coaches talk football before or whatever it is before a game or break down a game.
At halftime, watching a defense, what they're
100%.
doing or something.
That for me probably would have been the best route for him to keep his legacy for where it was, and you get a little bit of that personality that we hadn't seen throughout his tenure as a head coach. But he decided he wanted to keep coaching, and I don't think this was the right path for him.
You think Bill Belichick would have been maybe more successful with the old college ways?
Probably. I mean,
You know
you,
what I'm saying?
still, you
Where-
still have to recruit, though.
You do. You
Like,
do.
that's the... But I will say...
Or would it be easier to recruit some of those high school kids being Bill
Probably.
Belichick?
Yes.
Probably.
Probably. Like, it probably would have more, weight to it. It would be
Yeah.
like, oh, I get to go play for Bill Belichick. It's like going to play for for Nick Saban or any Joe Pye or one of those older coaches that have established the history at Bobby Bowden. Like, all of those guys that established history at their schools, you probably would look at it and say, yeah, that's where I want to go. This is not that.
Nope.
Like, this is who's paying the most. Where am I going to get the best opportunity? How am I going to get to the NFL? Like, those are the questions that
Some
are
of the
being
kids
asked.
don't want the hard-ass coach.
No, some of them don't.
Some of them don't want that guy.
Well, they go somewhere else.
They do. They jump. They go, whoop, we're done here.
Right. Yelled at me. I'm out of here.
How dare you?
All right. Sports Six Pack is coming up next. So get your questions into. We're on the Six Pack. We're taking your questions now to the Sports Six Pack Part 1. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. Send those questions in. We'll do it next in the Fast Lane.
1 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals currently lead the Philadelphia Phillies 7-1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll talk about this game once it wraps up. We'll talk with Brad Thompson at 4:30, so stay tuned for that. But coming up next, we have our Sports Six-Pack, so send us questions to the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. We shall answer those questions next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
I have a question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
The Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. If you have any questions over the next two segments, you can send it there. Got our Sports Six-Pack right now. Question 1, please, Marsh.
Question number 1.
All right, from the 618, it says, Marsh, Jamie, please ask, who would you want to see be a cover athlete on a future game? Who do you wish was on the cover when you were a kid? And do you believe in the Madden curse?
I wish I was on the cover when I was a kid. I know you asked Marsh and Jamie.
Did you ask Marsh and I?
Yeah, Marsh, Jamie.
Marsh, Jamie, please ask. But I think you guys can answer the question, too.
I'll stay out the way.
I don't really.
Even though I already answered mine.
So what'd you say?
Me.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'll go with that one. Actually, I'll go with Anthony.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know. Cover. One, I don't believe in the curse. That's
The Madden curse?
Yeah, I think it's
You
ridiculous.
should.
That was a thing for a while.
Well,
I don't believe in it.
the video game doesn't cause a curse. Let's just be honest.
Let's ask Michael Vick's fractured fibula what it thinks.
My opinion is that it doesn't exist. Your opinion is your opinion, Anthony.
You're just saying that those players were magically injured the year that they were on the cover?
No, you know what, Ramesh, you're 100% right. The video game screws up people's careers, lives, everything to do with them.
That's what I said.
They're done.
Okay.
As far as the video game cover,
I think that's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, well, we think you're crazy.
Me?
I couldn't even tell you who's on covers of video games.
Who do you want to be on the cover?
Like right now?
Yeah. I could tell you who's
Marsh, go for it.
Like what sport?
Jalen Brunson.
Pick a sport.
NBA.
Okay.
There you go. Call him the king of New York.
I like Wemby for the NBA.
It's a good
He
one. too.
lost.
It's a good one.
Don't care. I like him anyways.
Wow.
Like Macklin Celebrini's on the cover of NHL 27.
I like that one.
Caleb Williams on the cover of
Yeah.
Madden 27.
I don't like that one.
That one makes sense.
I
Why?
don't like it.
Don't you have to win something to be on the cover?
Hell no.
Yeah, like what does he put together one good season? Like,
Yeah, I mean-
I don't know. Is he very marketable? I don't know.
Let's look and see. I guess maybe not. Maybe you don't have to win.
Just got to be popular.
Like Justin Jefferson, I think makes more sense.
He had a down year last year.
But
he didn't
he's
get
still
the ball like
more,
he wanted to.
yeah, whatever. Caleb Williams to me is not a video game cover guy yet. I think you have to have at least 2 or 3 good seasons under your belt before you qualify for that. Or have a rookie season or that is just off the charts. So I don't know.
I think you have to have the personality, though, too. Do you feel like he has the personality?
You think he's got a good personality?
I didn't say
He
that.
comes
Personalities matter.
Yeah, I don't think the personalities matter for a cover.
Okay.
I think Caleb Williams is just fine for that. It's a rising player.
Matthew Tkachuk was on the cover of NHL 26.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I mean, he was obviously a huge name at the time. Celebrini's the guy now, I think, for the NHL. I like that pick a lot. For football,
Who would you put on the cover? You said Justin Jefferson.
I like Justin. I like
Okay.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I think
He'd be a good one.
he's a good one. Bijan Robinson. I think he's a good one, too. Electric players. Players that can give you something electric. I think that kids buy into that. When you punch in on the YouTube the guy's name and you see a whole bunch of highlight reel things, I think that, for me, qualifies the guy to be on the cover of your video game, because kids will know those clips or those highlights and they'll be like, ooh, this guy's cool.
What about you, Anthony?
For which sport?
Pick one.
I like Wemby for the NBA.
Okay.
I like Jamie's choice of celebrating for the NHL.
Well, they picked it already.
Yeah, they picked that.
They did already, but
That's who.
I
Okay.
endorse
Well,
it for sure. I
you
think
know,
he's
guys,
great.
go to
Well, of
hell.
course you like it, Anthony.
Oh, wow.
He's a good player.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
He's a real good player. Outside of that, I don't know what you mean.
Wasn't expecting that at all.
I don't know what you're talking about either.
Okay.
Well, baseball.
So Aaron Judge is on MLB The Show 26. He's been on the cover a few times.
Jordan Walker.
PCA.
I knew you were going to do that.
PCA, if
If he wins it, yep.
If he pitched, he'd be on the cover.
He doesn't have to.
I would not be shocked if PCA was on the cover of MLB The Show 27.
Next year.
It could be.
I would not be shocked
It could be.
at all, because he sort of plays to that fiery, exciting brand of baseball that kids like.
And he gets
that likes
talked
to
about
play.
a lot for
He
whatever.
does, yeah.
Yeah, antics, good or bad, or whatever you think of him.
Yeah.
I could see that. I don't hate that one.
All right, question 2, please. Or not.
The Miz.
Question number 2.
The 314 brings up, by the way, Jazz Chisholm Jr. was on the cover. He didn't really do anything. Peyton Hillis was on a Madden cover.
He was.
Who?
Peyton Hillis,
Hillis.
running back,
From?
Cleveland Browns,
From?
Arkansas.
There you go.
All right, let's go to Grant Francis fan club. Among Blues prospects, and we talked about prospects earlier, among Blues prospects who have not made their NHL debut yet, who would you consider the 2 most promising?
Adam Juracek on defense, and probably Tynan Lawrence at center.
So not Justin Carbonneau.
No, because Lawrence plays a more valuable position at center for me. Now, is Carbonneau third or fourth? Or maybe. Here's the thing I'll tell you about kids that come out of the Quebec Major Junior League. A lot of them have a hard time transitioning to the NHL game. The Quebec League is known for high scoring, very loose defense, and maybe some bad habits. And so a lot of the Quebec League guys come into the NHL or the AHL, and they struggle with a more structured game that relies heavily upon a 200-foot effort.
Yep.
So Justin Carbonneau, to me, although in the offensive zone, can shoot the puck and find the net, but will he be able to do that? Will he be able to get to those areas and be part of those plays, because the game is different? It's more well defended, and it's not going to be as easy. So his transition to the pro game could be more difficult. There's a reason in their most important games last year in the playoffs, Juracek was playing top 4D and Carbonneau was a healthy scratch. Steve Ott saw something that he didn't feel that Justin Carbonneau was ready to be in that spot yet, which is okay. He's 19 years old.
Sure.
So let's give him a chance to breathe, but that's why he's not at the top of my list.
Question number 3.
From the 314, what is your favorite family tradition? The 314 says, mine is Sunday night dinner with my family and friends.
So I've talked about this with the well, there's 2. One, we do pizza nights on Friday, and we rotate who gets to choose the pizza. Lincoln usually follows whatever Killian does. So we
Solid.
Yeah. Back to back on some of those. But the other one,
You got to break up the order.
yeah, we realized that. So I think we did like one of those random name generators first.
Oh, boy.
And I think Killian went first, and then Lincoln second. And we started to realize like Lincoln was just choosing whatever Killian did. So yeah, we were doubling up on some of the chains, and we're like, yeah, we gotta mix this up. So that's one I like. The other one that I love, and I've talked about this, my favorite weekend of the year is the Thanksgiving Day weekend. So we do Thanksgiving, then on Friday, we'll either do the Christmas tree or put the lights up outside. And then on Saturday, we'll do the other. And the kids have their own tree. They can decorate however they want to. And then, the one that sits in the family room, Chris and I usually handle, but with the kids' help as well. So we either do lights outside Friday, and it's usually depending on the weather, and then Saturday's the other, and then Sunday that same weekend, and you got all the NFL games, and winds up being great. So I love that weekend. It's my favorite.
We do on Sundays. Ashley calls it Pancake Sunday. Mm-hmm. So she makes pancakes.
You guys do waffles on that day?
Nope, just pancakes.
Got it.
Pancakes and bacon is that's why it's called Pancake Sunday.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It'd be like saying, do you do it on Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I just told you.
Right.
It's on Sunday.
Waffle Sunday.
So we do that. And then, I don't know, we never have a set date to put up the Christmas tree and decorate, just because with 2 households and custody of kids and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So we try to make sure we pick a date where we have all of them, where they can be in one area. And usually Ashley does like the bones, like, the ribbon or whatever she's doing, and then we just have this massive thing of ornaments, and we just let the kids go.
That's fun.
And once we're done decorating the tree, we always watch the cartoon of The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Nice.
It's because, I think I've said this before, I would like a Christmas movie, but with all the ADD and ADHD running around the house, to get them to sit still for like an hour and a half, forget about it.
No chance.
But for like 21 minutes, we can make it happen.
Yeah. No phones, 20 minutes.
Yep. 20 minutes. They know the cartoon. They don't have to watch it. Just don't make noise.
Yep. That's nice. Yeah. I like that, though.
For me, it's the same. Christmas time, putting up the Christmas tree with the kids, allowing them, to pick where the ornaments go, and trying to make sure that they spread them out a little bit so we don't have everything in one area.
Do you, after it's done, do you?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Not me, actually. We'll wait till the kids are out of school, and then all of a sudden it's like,
okay.
CD, you're making me feel better. Because they will overload one side, and it just drives me crazy.
And I tell them, hey, well, don't forget about this over here.
Open space.
Yeah.
Cool. My girls are like, they're very aware. The boys are just like sometimes they put 2 ornaments on the same thing. I'm like, what are you doing here?
Killian, it's a race. It's like a race for him.
How quickly can I get done?
Buddy, you've been waiting for this for a year. Just take your time, enjoy it. It is an absolute race for that kid, for everything. He's just, I was first. It's like, buddy, there wasn't a race. Anything else, Gary?
No, really, that's it. I mean, and anytime we get to go on family trips, so we just came back from Kansas City. They like to go to the Oceans of Fun, the water park in Kansas City. So all of us went up there, and we got to do a lot of different things, a couple of museums, and they have the college basketball experience in Kansas City. So it's a lot of the NCAA memorabilia and all of the things from the College Basketball Hall of Fame is there as well. So got to enjoy that. So anytime we get a chance to have all 3 of us, because my daughter, it just moved to Nashville for grad school. So anytime I get to have all of them there and participate is fun. Costs a lot of money though.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids are like, hey, let's go for a dinner. Let's do a family dinner.
I'm like, yeah.
10 people. Wow, what? I'm like, how about we make a family dinner? Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh, boy.
Marsh,
you got it?
Oh, you guys know mine, the peanut butter cake for birthdays. That's our family tradition.
I'm looking forward to that this time around as you bring some of that in.
Sure.
Yeah, he's not gonna bring it in, man.
What do you mean?
He said sure. He's like, nah,
we gotta wait. We gotta wait a little bit for a birthday to pop up.
He's not.
Oh, Marsh.
Anthony.
Well,
he was supposed to bring something else in for us, and he ate it all.
That was devastating.
That was a while ago.
That was devastating.
He texted us and said, hey, I got this food. I'm going to bring
in lunch.
Don't bring in lunch. We came in,
got you.
stomachs ready to eat. He's like, oh, yeah, I ate it all last night.
Yeah, sorry,
what
guys.
The hell?
He texted us. He was honest. He's like, yeah, man, I'm not going to have enough. And we were devastated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're excited.
Hell, you guys.
Chicken mole, I think is what it was. Yeah, it was really good.
I
guys
bet
missed
We
out.
don't know.
Tough,
maybe I'll make it again sometime.
I'll wait to not eat it again.
The Cardinals win today over the Phillies, 7-1. We'll break down the game for you in the 4 o'clock hour. We do have BT coming up as well in the 4 o'clock hour. So Cardinals did post the victory, 7-1. Huge series win, especially after you dropped the first game. But we do have part 2 of the Sports Six Pack coming up. Keep those questions coming in. 314-399-9646. Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack next.
question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
Welcome back here to the Fast Lane, 101 ESPN. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, Anthony Stalter, Andrew Marsh, and your six-pack questions.
Question number 4.
All right, gentlemen, let's go to Junk Hall Dogs. If you had to give up watching one sport out of the main 4, basketball, football, or hockey,
Soccer would be so hard
baseball
for me.
as well, which one would it be?
Basketball.
Basketball.
Hockey.
Oof. You're trying to hurt me today. You know, I take it back. Football.
It would be.
You don't mean that.
I don't.
It would be hockey for me. I'm not stopping
Coming from
watching.
the hockey guy, too.
I'm not gonna stop watching basketball. Football is that's not even on the table. So it comes down to baseball or hockey. Probably gonna be hockey.
That's fine, Carey.
Boy, this got awkward.
We're all allowed to
Tense.
have really bad takes.
Y'all said basketball.
Yeah.
We're
That's
talking
crazy.
That's an easy
You know how many
one.
people watched the NBA
I've already
Finals?
made that decision.
25 million.
Oh, no, 25 million.
A lot more than watched, some other sports.
Whatever.
Maybe
Every
they gave up hockey
baseball
too.
game. Huh?
I said maybe they gave up hockey too.
See?
Maybe. Marshy, you?
Ah, come on, it's basketball.
There you go.
I don't even watch it right now.
That's what I said. I already made that decision.
Shameful.
That's not true. I'll watch NBA games from time to time.
I watched one game.
On accident, you did.
I
Anthony,
watched
you're not
another one by
wrong.
accident.
I like the playoffs.
Playoffs?
I like watching the playoffs. I mean, that's kind of bad though if you just watch at the end of the season when it really matters.
I don't think it's bad, Marsh. It just tells you everything you need to know.
Well, you know what? If we had an NBA team here, I would watch every single game. Like I watch every Blues game, like I watch every Cardinals game.
There you go.
So in that case, you would give up football.
Nope.
Okay. I didn't think so.
That wasn't even on the table.
Not even on the table.
I didn't think so, Marsh.
No.
So, all right. Question 5, please.
Question number 5.
All right, from 636, old Chat GPT has Western Michigan going 10-2, winning the MAC, with CMU finishing 5th at 7-5. If that comes to pass, does Anthony consider that a success for the Chips?
Well, there's a little phrase at the bottom here of ChatGPT that says ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info. And I just want to point that out because ChatGPT clearly made a mistake in crowning the Broncos the MAC champs.
I'm sorry, who'd you say?
Broncos. I said it right.
Yep.
Didn't they win the MAC last year?
Yeah, they did.
They ain't going to repeat.
No, sir.
Dynasty, some
It's hard.
say.
It's hard to repeat in the MAC.
Is it?
I don't know.
Key.
I don't know. No. Well, I guess that would be a bowl, right? So, yes, I would. Just make a bowl. It's kind of where we're at right now in this build.
For the MAC?
No, for CMU.
Oh, okay. I thought because you were telling me that there was going to be a MAC team in the playoffs next year.
Well, it could be.
And I was worried about you.
If the elitist will stop being so fearful.
How about they just win?
They did.
They didn't win enough.
Maybe this year.
Did they play? Who did they play last year?
Western?
Yeah. Did they play? No, that was Central Michigan that lost to Michigan, wasn't it?
Central Michigan lost to Michigan and Illinois. We schedule really good opponents.
I agree, man. Two good teams.
Western Michigan is at Michigan this year.
Ooh.
Take down those Wolverines, and they might be on the path.
You never know. Western Michigan. Oh, they played Illinois too.
We beat both of them, huh?
You beat Western Michigan 38-0.
Chips scored 3 points, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was 9, wasn't it? Didn't we get to 9?
Central against
Illinois?
I don't know.
It was.
I can't remember, man.
30-9.
30-9.
That was in 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, that was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
could have sworn it was last year.
We played Western Michigan last year.
All right.
I don't think we played
CMU?
Central.
No, I guess not.
Anthony's not a big schedule guy. He just goes about the week, and whoever's there it doesn't matter about the logo or the team. The team just shows up and plays football, plays their brand of football.
That's all that matters. That's all that counts.
Oh, yeah. So we lost to Michigan. We beat Pitt. Or we lost to Pitt. Sorry. We beat San Jose State.
Yeah, those first 3 games of the year. I remember that. That was a gauntlet.
That was.
Yeah, you had to go there.
That's coming up.
But
Yeah, pretty soon.
They had to go to San Jose.
They had to go to San Jose State, and they beat them.
Pitt, and then Michigan.
Yeah.
That was a gauntlet for old CMU.
It was. And
they didn't come out of it too clean.
No, just 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And picked up wins against Wagner in Eastern Michigan.
Y'all lost to Northwestern in a bowl game. We
Yeah.
were watching that game. What's the quarterback's name?
Labaz.
Yeah.
He's no longer the QB. He gone. We got another guy.
He transferred? Or he graduated?
I think he graduated. Anyways, speaking of the gauntlet, we have got
Oh, yeah, that's my. Oof.
a returner. Could we hand out yet another gauntlet trophy? This would be the second of the year, second in the last month. Jamie's up for a save. See if he can do it next on 101 ESPN.
categories, one challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
4:03, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Well, our guy Dylan is back, and he's back for the championship round. And he will take on Jamie Rivers. What's up, Dylan?
Not much, guys. How you doing?
We're doing all right. How you feeling? Did you sleep okay last night?
Yeah. Slept like a baby.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, this sort of steamy persona is just, man, it's terrifying. Yeah. Okay, well, Jamie, any words for Dylan before you get out of here?
No, man. Good luck, Dylan.
Hey, same to you,
Hope you
Jamie.
have a good one, buddy. Thank you.
All right, so Jamie's going to make his way into the Cone of Silence. Again, a Gauntlet trophy's on the line for Dylan. Dylan, go ahead and tell Marsh to spin that wheel.
Marshall, spin that wheel.
Are we in a anything but hockey mood, Dylan?
So I was actually wondering, has Jamie ever lost at hockey?
I think he has.
Yeah.
Not many times. Marsh has got the numbers. He can maybe look them up in a second here.
So in 2026, Jamie is undefeated in hockey, 10-0. If we want to go back to 2025, 11-1. And in 2024, 15-2.
Okay, so he's lost 3 times. But,
Can be done.
yeah, but the win percentage is still very high. So, Marsh, the wheel is done spinning.
It's not hockey, it's baseball.
Okay, you got baseball. Baseball
All right.
for round 4. Have you had baseball yet? I don't think you have, right? You've had random?
Random and hockey.
Oh, that's right. You had hockey against CD. All right, well, you're going to get 4 baseball-related questions today. Each question is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Dylan, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Question number 1. Cardinals infielder Cesar Pareto just had his first hit today in 2026. But can you tell us the organization that signed him as an international free agent in January of 2022?
Oh, where did he just come from? Where did we just send? It was in our division, wasn't it? Let's go with the Brewers. Final answer.
Question number 2. This outfielder won the 1995 World Series with the Braves and took home 4 straight Gold Glove awards from 93 to 96.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
This outfielder won the 1995 World Series with the Braves and took home 4 straight Gold Glove awards from 1993 through 96.
I feel like it's Andrew Jones, but I'll take the options.
Is it Tom Omansky, Otis Nixon, or Marquise Grissom?
Ooh, okay. Let's go Marquise Griffin. Final answer.
Question number 3. One of baseball's most effective setup men, Jason Adam, recently landed on the 60-day IL with a right shoulder strain. Identify the organization for which he pitches.
Options.
Options are the A's, the Padres, or the White Sox.
Let's do the White Sox. Final answer.
Final question, Dylan. Corey Seager's older brother, Kyle, spent 11 seasons in the majors, all with the Mariners. What position did he play?
Kyle Seager. Let's do options.
Third base, second base, or first base?
Second base. Final answer.
All right, let's bring back Jamie from the Cone of Silence. Dylan, how you feeling?
It was fun while it lasted.
Okay, not as confident today, but we'll see here. So Jamie's making his way back in from the Cone of Silence. Jamie, how was it?
Quiet and really hot in there.
Quiet and really hot. All right.
You close that door, it gets like
Steamy. which you don't like.
No, I don't particularly enjoy that. No.
It's fine.
I mean, I don't mind it getting steamy. I just don't like it to be hot.
Yeah, I got you. Jamie, your category today is baseball.
Oh, I love baseball.
Okay.
Back at lunch.
Oh, no.
For a Gauntlet trophy. Here we go.
Right.
Cardinals infielder Cesar Prieto recorded his first hit today of the 2026 MLB season. But can you tell us the organization that signed him as an international free agent in January of 2022?
Oh, we're just talking about this. I believe it was the Orioles. Baltimore Orioles, final answer.
This outfielder won the 1995 World Series with the Braves and took home 4 straight Gold Glove awards from 93 through 1996.
Wow. Drawing a blank right now, but that was a pretty good time for the Braves. Options, please.
Is it Tom Amansky, Otis Nixon, or Marquise Grissom?
Oh, wow. Marquise Grissom's a pretty good player. I don't know. Otis Nixon, you said?
Yep.
I'll go with Otis. Final answer.
Question number 3. One of baseball's most effective setup men, Jason Adam, recently landed on the 60-day IL with a right shoulder strain. Identify the organization for which he pitches.
I believe it's the Padres. Options.
Options are the A's, the Padres, or the White Sox.
Padres, final answer.
All right, Jamie, question 4. Corey Seager's older brother, Kyle, spent 11 seasons in the majors, all with the Mariners. What position did he play?
It's a shortstop. Final answer.
All right. Let's go over these. Dylan versus Jamie.
Oh, no, I don't like that.
All right, let's go in reverse order. Corey Seager's older brother, Kyle, spent 11 seasons in the majors, all with the Mariners. What position did he play? Jamie, without the options, just said shortstop. Dylan, with the options, said second base. Correct answer is
third base.
Third base is the correct answer. So we're all knotted up 0-0.
That was well.
Championship round. One of baseball's most effective setup men, Jason Adam, recently landed on the 60-day IL with a right shoulder strain. Identify the organization for which he pitches. With the options, Dylan said the Chicago White Sox. With the option, Jamie said the San Diego Padres. Correct answer is?
It is the San Diego Padres.
Jamie up 1-0 right now over Dylan. This outfielder won the 1995 World Series with the Braves and took home 4 straight Gold Gloves from 93 through 96. Dylan, with the options, said Marquise Grissom. Jamie, with the options, said Otis Nixon. Correct answer is?
Marquise Grissom.
Marquise Grissom. We're all knotted up. 1-1.
No, I mean,
It could come down to this. It also could not come down to this.
Oh, my God.
Cardinals infielder Cesar Prieto just picked up his first hit of the 2026 MLB season today. But can you tell us the organization that signed him as an international free agent in January of 2022? Neither of you chose the options. Jamie went with the Baltimore Orioles. Dylan went with the Milwaukee Brewers. If it's the Brewers, Dylan claims a Gauntlet trophy. If it's the Orioles, Jamie picks up a massive save. If it's any other team in Major League Baseball other than those two, we're headed for a walk-off. Dylan.
You have chosen poorly. You lose.
It is the Baltimore Orioles. Jack Flaherty, Delta Baltimore. Prado was one of the players that came back in that deal. Prado signed with the Orioles as an international free agent. Dylan, hell of a run. I'm sorry, man. He got you 3-1 today.
Yeah, that's fine, man. I appreciate it. It was fun.
You were impressive, man. You were impressive. You crushed us up until today. You had an off day today, Dylan.
Tough day today.
Tough day.
All right.
But nice job.
Right on, guys. You enjoy the day.
Thank you. Thanks for playing. Appreciate you, Dylan.
Dylan's not happy.
No, I wouldn't be happy. No, he's
I don't blame him. I respect that.
He had a deep run here. All right, we got to get to BT next here on 101 ESPN. Well, the Cardinals game today has already been played, but the next time they're at home, I highly recommend heading to DraftKings at Casino Queen. They've got great happy hour specials. They got the social hour. They're now Wednesday to Saturday, 3 to 6. You can enjoy all kinds of different specials down there. But here's the number one reason to go to DraftKings at Casino Queen, especially when it comes to Cardinals games. I mean, you could go at any point, but when it comes to the Cardinals games, they got a free shuttle. So you don't have to worry about walking in the heat, fighting traffic, trying to figure out where a parking spot is. Just go to DraftKings at Casino Queen. You can enjoy, again, some of the appetizers and drink specials that they have going on there each and every day. Then, when you're ready to go over to Busch Stadium, you can take the free shuttle from DraftKings at Casino Queen. They'll drop you right off at Busch Stadium. You can enjoy the game. Then, free shuttle right back to DraftKings at Casino Queen, where you can partake in any of the fun that they have there. So, again, if you're going to a Cardinals game, start at DraftKings at Casino Queen, and they'll give you a free ride, free shuttle ride. It's that easy. Plus, guys, if you're thinking about it, or gals, fantasy football's coming up. If you got your draft, got your live draft, let DraftKings at Casino Queen host it for you. They'll give you an area. Then you can partake in some of the specials, drinks, and appetizer specials that they have there. It's a great spot. Great spot to go during the week. Great spot on the weekend. Great spot to have them host any sort of event that you have when you got your buddies in town, or you're looking for kind of a larger group to enjoy a great space. You won't find one better at DraftKings at Casino Queen.
We're talking everything Redbirds with Cardinals TV analyst Brad Thompson on 101 ESPN. BT is presented by Buffalo Wild Wings, the ultimate home run for wings and wins.
With Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line. We're joined by 2006 World Series champion, Cardinals TV analyst Brad Thompson. BT, huge win today for the Cardinals, 7-1 over the Phillies. What a series win, especially after dropping the first one.
That was a big one, man, and your point is a really good one because you dropped the first one, and that was against Andrew Painter, the rookie, who came in with not good numbers. The two prior starts before the Cardinals one were good, but the overall numbers did not look good. But he dealt. The Cardinals shot themselves in the foot a couple of times, which they don't generally do. They usually play some tight games, and then they lose a heartbreaker late. But then you go up against Christopher Sanchez and Zach Wheeler in games 2 and 3, and you're able to win those games, man. So that was a very big one. I know that we talk about it all the time. Like from here on out, every series is a test. Every game is a test for a young club. But I thought that was a really big one that they were able to be up for. And to watch Kyle Leahy go punch for punch in this one with their guy, I thought that was big.
BT, I asked this of Anthony, I believe it was yesterday, but I saw it again in the Palante game as well. Why is it difficult for pitchers sometimes to throw to first base? Because it looks like it's awkward, and I'm like, I watched the pitchers warm up, and they throw they're throwing the ball back and forth, no problem. Like it just seems like they get all domed up or something.
It's the oddest thing, and I know it seems silly, but you're used to going max effort with everything that you have. You're letting it rip, and then all of a sudden you get one back to you, and it's now a finesse. It's a touch pass.
Stop and throw.
You're going Hail Mary all day, and then all of a sudden you got to hit the little dump off pass. It is the weirdest thing, and it is one like often. That's why you'll see pitchers sometimes just throw an absolute seed to the first baseman, where they're like, "What are you doing?" It's so they don't have to deal with that throw. And yeah, it's a heartbreaker when it happens, especially in a game like that. I mean, that ends up being a part of, not the only, but the difference in a game like that, where you get a tapper back to you, you think you got an easy out, and then all of a sudden that guy's standing on third base and another guy ends up coming in. So that one hurt a little bit.
Yeah, well, it wasn't not just Dobbins on that one, but Palante last night too had one too, and he threw it like almost like I would throw a ball with my left hand, like really awkward looking.
Yeah. Oh, it's like you want to close your eyes. Like I had a teammate, and I won't mention his name. You wouldn't know it anyhow. He had a little bit of big league time with the Twins, but when I was with the Twins organization, he had the yips bad, and this was in spring training, and it would, like, anytime he was taking PFPs, like everyone on other fields would stop and watch when it was his turn, because he would get it, and no BS, like he would throw it over a fence trying to throw it to the first baseman. Like it was in his dome so bad. It was sad to watch. Like he would just get it and just chuck it. Like it's just an involuntary reaction. So at least it wasn't that bad. But that's why you'll see guys trot it over to first base sometimes too. Like in between, either the rocket or the trot is the way to go.
BT, I'm looking at this team, and I think some of the questions are being answered. I think Jordan Walker has answered some of those questions. Alec Burleson has. You see what J.J. Weatherholt has. What about Nathan Church? He's batting .313 in his last 15 games. He's been playing really well. What are you seeing from him, and do you think he's solidifying himself as having a role on this team for the future?
I do, man. What we've seen out of him is what you want to see out of everybody. It's growth. He's gotten better as the big league season has gone on. He came in already tabbed as an elite defensive outfielder. He's the best defensive outfielder in the Cardinals organization the last 2 seasons. And that is continuing to be a constant, but you wanted to see, could the bat play? Could he use some of those other skill sets? And the answer has been yes. Like, he came in, and he still does have some swing and miss. The swing decisions are something that he has been working on, but you've seen it. You've seen the whiff rate go down. You've seen the chase rate go down for him, and you're starting to see him go the other direction, take what the pitcher's giving you, have an idea of how the pitcher is going to attack him, and then be able to adjust accordingly, and he's drawn some walks. It's actually one of my favorite things to do when he draws a walk, to see his reaction and then see the dugout reaction, because he's all pumped up every time yelling in there, "I walked!" Like, a very novel concept, but he's working on is realize, hey, there are some holes in my game. How do we fix them with every eye on me? There's not a level bigger than this level. So how do we fix the holes that we have and do it against the best competition? I think Churchy's done a really nice job with that.
Brad Thompson joining us right now on the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. BT on the call, Cardinals TV today with Chip Carey as the Cardinals beat the Phillies 7-1. Alec Burleson continues to just wreck pitching. I mean, this guy has been unconscious, I feel like, BT, for, I don't know, a month, 2 months now. Is there anything that has changed about his game? You just got done talking about Church and adjusting to the big leagues, and things are coming together. It's not like we haven't seen this out of Burleson before, but is this who he is? It's just the best version of him? Or do you think he has matured as a player too?
So I think one of the biggest things with Burleson and his maturation is the down times aren't as long for Burley.
Good call.
And that's something that he really talked about in spring training that he wanted to focus on, was to be able to know himself and know his swing well enough where he wouldn't be stuck for long. And I don't care how good you are. I don't care if you're on your way to the Hall of Fame. You're going to have down times. You're going to have times where stuff, it just isn't, you're not seeing the ball well. You're not tracking it well. Or maybe you have a little nagging injury and there's something that is tweaking your swing, right? Like those times are going to happen. But he's done a good job of just being able to make adjustments quickly. He's done a really good job of recognizing if there is an area that the opposition keeps going to, that he can make the adjustment accordingly and maybe change some swing decisions, get them back into his zone. And even though he did it again today, he had a double, 2 RBI double on a ball that was letter high up above the zone. He's such a good high ball hitter and a really good bad ball hitter, if you will. He, if you look at some of the batted ball numbers this year, he's done a better job of honing in on the strike zone, which allows him to do some more damage. So he just kind of is a complete package. And we're talking about, like, what is he in the future as a hitter? I think this is what he is, guys. I think that he is a legit middle-of-the-order, big league bat. There's no fluke when it comes to Alec Burleson.
BT, what do you think short-term look and then obviously long-term look is for these two spots, left field and third base?
BT there?
He hates my question.
Yeah, he's like,
I got to be totally honest with you. I heard, what is your long-term?
Okay. Take two. Long-term outlook and short-term as well. In left field as well as third base. I feel like those are the two that are kind of in flux right now.
No, I would agree with that. I think that the long-term view out in left field, you might end up seeing pretty soon, potentially. And that could vary. I mean, who knows? Who knows, right? I do know this. Coming up about Friday-ish would be when a player could come up and still retain rookie status for the following year. So who knows, right? Who knows what that ends up looking like? Maybe that's a bias. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I do know that right now they've been piecing it together. They've been, giving guys opportunities. For me, it's played a really good left field. Pereira has taken advantage of some opportunities that he's had out there. We've seen guys bounce around. But I think when it comes to long-term, they're going to end up giving the kid a chance is out in left field. And at third base, I still think it looks like they want to give the opportunity to Blaze Jordan right now. I don't think anybody else is beating down the door, although Cesar Prieto bounced around over there. By the way, after he got that first hit today, boy, he needed that one big time. Snapped it 0 for 26. He was pouncing like a kitten on every ground ball at third. Like he was moving it a little extra for him. But I do think that right now you kind of look at Blaze Jordan over there. Certainly Gorman can get himself back into the mix if things change there. But I'm looking forward to seeing what the future of left field could be, because it very well could end up being the kid at some point, because all Baez has done is put up big-time numbers in the minor leagues.
BT, how impressed are you with Kyle Leahy? He's pitched the most innings he's pitched at the major league level this season. He's 9-4 now. He's an ERA of 3.4 or something. He's doing a fantastic job. Are you impressed or surprised with his progress and maturation so far this year?
Super impressed, and it's one of those. I remember we had the conversation early in the season. Hey, is it time to put him back in the bullpen? Is it time to try somebody else in rotation? And it came back to, like it came back to last year with Matthew Liberatore. It comes down to, hey, got to be patient. I don't know if you guys still wear the T-shirts. I still have mine.
Absolutely.
But got to be patient, got to be able to give him the run, and being able to give him this run of starts now and seeing what he's done over the last 9, he went from, in many's eyes, right, like he went from a question mark in the rotation, should he be there, to if you have one game to win right now, you're the Cardinals and everybody is fresh, he might be your best option to start a game. Like right now, you're flipping a coin maybe between him and Andre Palante, the way that both of them have been throwing. And it's just a testament to him, first of all, learning what it is to be a big league starter. So all of the preparation, there's not a better prepared starter than him when it comes to game planning, digging into video, preparing his body. Like he's doing all of the little things that you have to do. But now I think the sequence of all of these things is more manageable for him. Like he's been able to just know what to do with his time in between starts, and that's going to change too throughout the rigors of the end of the season of how you keep your body ready. They're going to be watching him just like they did today all the way through the rest of the year, pitch count wise, inning wise. I don't think that you're going to see him running out there in the 7th inning. You're going to see a lot of 5 and dive for him because they want to keep him healthy. But he's done such a great job, and going from a test, a question mark, to a mainstay in the rotation, I feel like that's what he's done.
BT, do you have any games this weekend in Chicago? I see the Friday game's on Apple TV, and then Sunday's ABC. Do you have the Saturday game?
Yeah, the big national networks coming in stealing everybody's money. It's ridiculous. But
yeah, they do that.
Yes, we got. That will happen. It's fun and games when you're getting their money, but not so much when they're taking yours away. We have the Saturday game. We'll have the Saturday game in Chicago. I will be there for that, and then I'll be there for all of the action the rest of the week. We got 5 in Cincinnati in 4 days. That's going to be a long stretch, and then head to Philadelphia. So the boys are going to get tested again, so they better enjoy the off day tomorrow.
BT, odds-on favorite to win NL MVP, PCA or Shohei Ohtani?
I'm going PCA unless Shohei comes back to pitching. I think I'm going PCA. I feel like that's the way that I'm going. Where are you guys leaning?
Hey, BT,
how many innings has PCA pitched?
BT, this is why you are a man after my own heart. You understand ball, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Don't side with Carey. He's delusional.
I do, Jamie. Your follow-up question was so perfect. It was perfect. How many innings has PCA pitched? You're right. He has not pitched any. I just feel like the complete package of what he's put together is impressive. Anthony, what are your thoughts?
I'm with Jamie on this one.
They're on the wrong side.
Until PCA can get on the rubber and pitch.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, he's going to throw about 85 innings there.
Yep,
85 with a 1-something ERA.
This happens with the best of the best. Sometimes you just got to come up with a new award for that guy and give it to somebody else. I still believe that PCA has put up the numbers to deserve it.
Shohei Ohtani should get the Shohei Ohtani Award every year.
Given by Shohei Ohtani to Shohei Ohtani.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
that'd be great.
Yeah. BT.
Shohei's a guy?
Good stuff. Did you see that Mike Tyson thing at the ESPYs, Brad?
No.
Oh.
Stay on, Mike.
Mike Tyson read off an award for Shohei, and Shohei Ohtani wasn't there. And then they accepted the award on his behalf.
On behalf of him.
Yes, on behalf of him. And they were going to break, and Mike Tyson, you could hear it on the mic, he goes, Shohei's a guy? Mike T doesn't know baseball, nor does he care.
Yeah, paying attention to that.
He's the best.
Yeah. BT, always a pleasure, my friend. We certainly miss you around these parts, and we'll talk to you again next week.
All right, sounds good. We'll catch up next week from Cincinnati. See you, boys.
All right, see ya. That's Brad Thompson, 2006 World Series champ. Of course, the Cardinals TV analyst alongside Chip Carey on Cardinals TV. This MLB season has been more unpredictable than maybe we expected. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, after work today, I'm going to my son's practice. I practice out in Kirkwood. I'm the running back coach, and one of the best parts about going to practice after work, after a long day, is I still have energy.
Yeah.
I'm not tired. I'm not fatigued. I can still give those young men the best coaching that I can provide because mentality has helped me get to that point. I'm able to finish out my day the way that I started my day, and that's with full of energy and ready to roll and still going at the level that I've been all day long.
And I know you haven't always felt that way because you and I were talking about that. You were dragging a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I said, CD, man, I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there where it's like you go home and you got no energy left. And when we get home a little bit later on, it always stunk, especially when there's still light out. I didn't go outside with the kids. I didn't throw the ball around or whatever. Just use up the time that I did have because I didn't have any energy either. I was constantly run down. If your testosterone's low, those are the things that it can impact. It can also impact your mood, whether or not you're sleeping good, whether or not you even have the motivation to get in the gym or, I don't know, pre-make your meals so that you're eating healthy. Mentality help with all of that, and I know it's helped you as well.
They do a fantastic job. 2 great locations, one in South County, one in Chesterfield. Stop in today. Tell them Anthony and Carey sent you. They'll run a real 100-point blood panel, get everything solved, and figure out what's going on with you. Maybe it's peptides, maybe it's testosterone, whatever you need, they can help you. If you cannot stop in, go online today at lowtusa.com. That's lowtusa.com, and that's mentality.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals take the series against the Phillies, a 7-1 victory today against Philadelphia. They'll be off tomorrow, and then they start a series on Friday against the Chicago Cubs. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
With Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. So Jamie last week, Carey, had to eat a bag of crap after he said some stuff that was proven wrong. It's my turn, maybe not to eat a full bag of crap, but to at least admit that a take that I had at this.
MVP?
No.
Sorry.
Honestly, I don't care about either players. Like, give it to somebody else.
Okay.
Make it a farce. You know what I mean?
Jordan Walker.
No, that wouldn't be a farce. Guy's been great.
Been outstanding.
Start of the year, I think I've said this pretty much every year the last 3 years, said baseball's too predictable.
Okay.
It's too predictable. We know what's going to happen. We don't have to watch. I was wrong, at least this year. Dodgers have enormous resources and are stumbling. They'll still win it all, but at least for right now, they're stumbling. The Red Sox were 32-46 and left for dead. Then they went 32-9. And they're baseball's hottest team, and they're one of the more interesting stories. Unless you talk about the White Sox, who were projected to be terrible and fighting for a division title. They were projected to be terrible and are now fighting for the division title. Ohtani looked like he had the MVP locked up. Then your guy, Marsh and Carey, your favorite player, PCA, has overtaken him, probably.
That's sad.
You got a pitcher with a 1.76 ERA potentially being chased down by another guy who has 191 strikeouts. 21 teams are still alive, if you look at the wild card race. Not really a boring August. Certainly not predictable. Has this season been completely unpredictable? And maybe not completely, because the Brewers are still in first place. They're always in first place, and the Dodgers are still going to win it all. But if you look at the Rays in the AL East, if you look at the White Sox in the NL Central and some of the other things that were just discussed, has this season been wildly unpredictable?
Yeah, I think this is the perfect storm for the MLB players to say, hey, this is why your salary cap matters not. Because all of these teams have the capability of making it to the playoffs. There is not a salary cap implemented in place right now. And everyone has an opportunity. And truthfully, like when you talk about the White Sox, how many games did they lose 2 years ago? 121. Like, and now you're the number one team in your division. So the nonsense of, we need parity, no. You just need your players to develop. You need to draft well. You need to execute trades well and get guys in your organization that can help you win games. And I think every team is capable of doing that. And I think that's what makes baseball fun. Like, we all assume that the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. They had a lull at one point last year. I think it was around end of July, middle of July, where they stunk it up again. Like, that's just kind of what they do. It's mundane. It's baseball. It's 162 games. You're going to lose 60 to 70 of them more than likely. Like, it's just going to happen. So, but this is the ideology that one team is going to reign supreme every single year. It's just not true in the regular season. What happens in the playoffs, once you're in, anybody can make something happen. The Blue Jays were an out away, a hit away, a few inches away from scoring the game-winning run and being World Series champions. Like, all of those things are real possibilities. So that's what makes baseball fun. And to see a team, like if you're like yourself, a White Sox fan who you grew up rooting for the White Sox, you told me that earlier, and not a Cub fan, but a White Sox fan, to see a team lose 100-plus games 2 years ago and now be the best team in their division, what complaints can you have about where baseball is right now?
Yeah, no, Jamie, you just walked back in. I'm admitting one thing from the start of the season. I said baseball is predictable. We all know how this is going to play out. But if you look at where we are right now, standings wise, nobody had the Rays win in the AL East. Nobody had the Whites. Certainly, nobody had the White Sox even coming close to first place in the AL Central. the Astros, Rangers, Mariners all kind of receive their love, so that division is basically setting up how it should. Braves, Phillies, not that was kind of predictable. If you flip those, yeah. Dodgers being good, but there's enough storylines to say, hey, this season is shaping up to be very interesting as we head down the stretch. And maybe it's not all Major League Baseball. Maybe it's just the American League.
That's my thought. It's just the American League, and we say it's unpredictable. I think I could say it's mediocre.
Okay.
And I also don't believe that when you go back to years past and you finally get to this moment in time, to me, it's not unpredictable because Major League Baseball has set it up this way to where you don't need to be necessarily an elite team to just make the playoffs because they added that extra wild card. They've been adding wild cards, since I forgot
the dawn of time.
Exactly. Yeah. So where we're at right now is it's kind of predictable to me that all these teams are middling teams. Look at the White Sox. They're having a great year. That in itself is unpredictable. 4 games above 500, leading their division. You have teams in the wild card, at least in the American League, that you're like, okay, like the Rangers, they're 500. They're that final wild card spot.
Would you rather have like 3 elite teams in each league or this?
I'd rather have this.
Me too.
I think it keeps fans engaged. It's more people, more eyeballs tuned into your sport. It's more opportunity to gain the casual fan in city X because their team, who maybe they are not a baseball fan, but hell, the baseball team in our city has a chance to make it to the playoffs and make a run. Yeah, I think this is more exciting. And whether or not it's mediocre, if we're all playing at the same level, maybe everybody's good, right? Maybe that's why it's it seems mediocre because all of the teams are playing one another and beating up on one another. Maybe that means that each team actually is a good team, but you're playing good teams every time you go out there.
Yeah, CD, you bring up a good point that I hadn't really thought of. The schedule being balanced means you can't get away with saying, well, they had an easy schedule.
Can't pick on anyone.
Like in other sports, certainly football.
Yeah.
The Patriots, they were gifted an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl last year. I mean, just handed an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl last year, undeserved. But with baseball, you're playing a balanced schedule. You got to play everybody. So teams are kind of beating each other up.
Yeah.
Marsh calls it watered down. Carey calls it exciting. Maybe it's somewhere in between. I don't know if I should root for the Dodgers to win it all or root for them to lose it all. I'm kind of conflicted.
You're not conflicted at all.
Like, I kind of want them to win to expose Major League Baseball's problem.
It's not exposing anything.
But if they lose,
the Dodgers aren't Major League Baseball's problem.
They're my problem.
They're your problem. It doesn't sit well with you.
No.
And it started a few years ago when they beat your dad's Yankees.
Okay, whatever, dude. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Does Oregon actually have, by far, the best roster in the nation? College football? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN. Jamie, our guy Stewie, is one of my favorite people. I love how he operates his business. Stewie from Stewart's American Mortgage Corporation. If you haven't worked with him yet, and you're in a spot right now where maybe you're looking at homes and you want that pre-approval letter, he'll make it easy for you. He'll make it convenient for you. Even if it's on the weekends and you're in a spot where I need the pre-approval letter like now, is going to be available. He will set it up so you get that pre-approval letter and get you to the closing table. He'll give you set you up with the loan. He knows where the rates are, where they're going, job markets, Federal Reserve, what they're doing. He's on top of everything. He's like having an expert in your back pocket for anything you need when it comes to a loan.
Yeah, he just makes it easier for you. Personal experience, having purchased a home with Stewie, it was easy. Easiest sale I've been a part of. whatever the paperwork is. You give him everything that he needs. They put it all together. You get it back. You sign it. The pre-approval letter, he makes one for you. You can fill in the number up to a certain point that you've been approved to. It's very, very easy. For that kind of service, though, you do have to call him or text him. His personal cell phone number is 314-324-4440.
Again, 314-324-4440.
Give him a call. Shoot him a text. If you can't remember that,
You can always Google the Big Loan.
NMLS number 226715.
Does Oregon have the best roster in college football? Well, Colin Cowherd and Joel Klatt were discussing that very topic on the Herd, and this is what Joel Klatt had to say.
I think this is maybe the best Oregon roster. John Middlecoff made a point earlier. He said Oregon's had great rosters for 12 years, but they always feel just
not like this, though.
You think this is the best shot to win it?
Oh, yeah. Oregon's always been talented, and they've always had talent. The chip teams couldn't play at the line of scrimmage with this landing team. Not even close.
All right, so the first voice obviously heard was Colin Cowherd. The second one was Joel Klatt. Let's start with this. I don't think it's crazy to say on paper Oregon has one of the best rosters in college football. They bring back Dante Moore, who elected to come back after his big season last year. They've got a couple of running backs, sophomore running backs in Jordan Davison and Hill Jr., who rushed for over 1,300 yards last year. The defense also brings back most of last season's biggest and best names. They are absolutely loaded from top to bottom. But I think where I'm at is same as you guys. It's the ... The ... is Oregon has been great. They have had great rosters. They are 38-0 against anybody that doesn't win the national championship. They're 1-5 against the teams that win the national championship. That's not a knock against them. They don't beat the best. But in order to be the best, you've got to go through those type of teams. Ohio State, which has a comparable roster, we've seen them do it. Yeah. We've seen them win it all. So that's where I'm at with Oregon. I don't think it's a ludicrous take, but if I'm going to take Ohio State versus Oregon, I'm going to take Ohio State.
I would have to see how the season, like, I don't get too caught up in.
You got to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I got to see how it starts out. I don't need to see how the whole thing plays out.
Let me see the entire season,
and I'll let you know if they're the best team.
And if Oregon wins it, I'll tell you they're the best.
Then they're the best team in college football.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
To your point, though, every year they do have this, this hubbub about Oregon and this being the year. I think Dante Moore coming back as one of the best quarterbacks in college football, I think that does help them. They went out and got Dylan Raiola from Nebraska in the transfer, and he came in and thought he was going to be the starter, and Dante said, no, I'm coming back. They lost Sadiq, who was drafted by the Jets, if I'm not mistaken, the tight end, first-round tight end. They do have explosive players on offense. They have had that. But are they able to do it week in and week out? I remember last year, the big game of the year before, obviously the playoffs and all of that came, was the game against Indiana. At home. You're playing Indiana at home, and Indiana came into your home and beat you. Now, they were the national champions, but they came into your home and beat you. So what version of Oregon shows up week in and week out? They do have one of the most talented teams. I know a few kids on that roster. Like, they still got guys there. De'Air Hill is a local product from St. Louis. The starting linebacker, Devin Jackson, his son is the son of one of my former teammates, Bobby Jackson. So, they got some guys out there that can play at an elite level, at a high level. But can they do it when the lights are the brightest? I think that's been Oregon's knock forever. Like, when the biggest game arises, are they going to show up and rise to the occasion? That's been their question, and I won't know that. Like I said, I don't need to see the entire season, but they play Ohio State at Ohio State November 7th. That's probably going to be one of those matchups where that's for the Big Ten, the rights to play in the Big Ten championship game, the rights to be seated where you are come college football playoff time. That's probably going to be the biggest game of the season for both of those programs. And I think you'll have a better answer then. I'm not going to know anything when they're playing Portland State.
Right.
Oklahoma State. Like, they should beat the hell out of those teams.
Yeah.
But when it gets down to I often say, when you can start to see your breath, that's when football is actually being played. Like, when I can, and I see that, then now we're in football season. What happens in September and October when it's still 85, 90 degrees outside? That's not football.
Yeah.
Once it gets cold, that's when you know what you have as a program.
I can't wait, man. Yeah. I cannot wait. Hey, we have your shot to win a pair of single-day passes for the BMW Championship happening next week, August 18th through the 23rd at Belle Reeve Country Club. The passes include access to the Trophy Club presented by Michelob Ultra. See the top PGA players in the world compete while enjoying the Trophy Club presented by Michelob Ultra. Find your shot to score a pair of single-day passes for the BMW Championship at Belle Reeve Country Club right now at 101ESPN.com or your 101 ESPN mobile app, which is powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. We've got the biggest question of the day next. I went out to Herculaneum today to visit my guys at Auto Centers Nissan, and their lot is always impressive. They got over 1,000 new and used vehicles, and it's not just Nissans, although, boy, they've got those. They've got the Pathfinder, which we certainly love in the Stalter household. We purchased a pre-owned Pathfinder for my wife, Kristen, a couple of years ago, and we love the third row. The kids can get in and out, and it's still got plenty of room for, sports bags and vacation stuff, all that. But they've got new Rogues. They've got Muranos. The Murano's a sharp-looking ride, man. They've got, all kinds of different new Nissans, and they've got great pricing on that with 0% APR for up to 60 months on select new Nissans. Plus, the 30-day return promise is always great, too. Within 30 days, if you're not completely satisfied with the vehicle, bring it back, and they'll refund your money. But beyond that, they also have non-Nissans. They've got different makes, different models, different price points. Maybe you've got a driver that is heading out of town in a couple of weeks to go back up to college or go to college, and they need a safe, reliable vehicle that's not going to break the bank. Go to Auto Centers Nissan. They've got a wide selection and, like I said, different price points as well. And before you go in, visit AutoCentersNissan.com. Pick your vehicle, open the vehicle page, and look for the green Claim My Buyer's Bonus button to unlock up to an additional $1,000 off the sales price. Again, they got tremendous deals going on. They give you the peace of mind. The service department won't be beat. I love going to Auto Centers Nissan out in Herculaneum, right off 555, just minutes from South County. Tell them Stalter sent you.
It's time for the Fast Lane's biggest question of the day. Presented by Banner Construction, the experts in James Hardy siding.
5:02, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We got done talking about the White Sox. We spent a little bit of time on them a couple of segments ago. And as we mentioned, the White Sox lost 121 games in 2024.
They should have been relegated.
If this were football, not soccer, but football, yes, they would have. So again, the White Sox lost 121 games in 2024. They're now leading the AL Central, and we'll see if they can hold off the Tigers for the division. Nobody saw this coming at the start of the season. Everybody had them projected fifth in the AL Central, and if they didn't have them fifth, they probably had them fourth, right? It's one of those deals. How they were able to turn around their misfortunes has been nothing short of remarkable. Mm-hmm. But my question for you guys, for the biggest question of the day, is: do the White Sox give you hope that the Cardinals' build, quote unquote, can be done quickly? Is there, given the White Sox, I mean, this is not a team with all sorts of money at their disposal. That would be the other team in the city. The White Sox have always been the second team, not only in their city, but just they felt like an outcast in Major League Baseball outside of certain years. And they have done this. Just give you a little hope for the Cards.
So my first question would be, if I'm trying to gather if I have hope.
Yeah.
How did the White Sox make this turnaround? Because they traded away some of their better players, right? They traded away Crochet, they traded away Dylan Cease. Like, they traded away guys. So maybe they did go the route that the Cardinals have gone in, trading away your better players and getting prospects in return and building your farm system. And then the Cardinals were never 121 game losers. That is putrid.
Yeah.
That's hard on the eyeballs. That's the
impressive.
double scoop
Yes.
in the other way.
Yes.
So I would say if that's the recipe for their success, heck yeah. I'm extremely excited because I think the Cardinals started at a better place than where the White Sox started at. The White Sox started the lowest of lowest places possible, and now here they are, the number one team in their division 2 years later from that, what they were.
Yeah.
So I would say yes, that would give me a lot of hope knowing that the Cardinals have traded away some of their veteran players, got really good pieces in return, really good players in return. They're already, those younger players that they currently have on the roster are already playing really well in hopes that the guys that are in the minors kind of come up and do the same thing.
Sure. So it's really no surprise how they've done it. Sean Burke has been outstanding for them. He's got a 2.99 ERA with a 3.32 FIP. If you look at other guys that have contributed this season, Grant Taylor, who's got he's pitched 44 games. He's only made 4 starts, but from a bullpen standpoint, he has been great. Sean Newcomb has been okay in his. Actually, he's been very good out of the bullpen. Noah Schultz has only pitched 15 games. He's made 14 starts. There was a time where he had looked really good, but the starting staff and the bullpen has been pretty solid for them. And then you've gotten key contributions from some of your offensive players, and they do not play in a stacked division. Like that has to be pointed out. And I think that is the one big thing if you're looking at kind of the comparisons that don't fit. If this was 5, 6, 7 years ago, certainly 10 years ago plus, you could look at the Cardinals in the NL Central and say they only really are competing with one other team. And that team just rotated. For some years it was the Brewers, some years it was the Reds, some years it was the Cubs, some years it was for 2 years it was the Pirates. But with the White Sox, they play in a down division now in the AL Central. They do play with one of the smarter organizations in Cleveland, but they still pale in comparison to what Milwaukee can do. So I do think that's one of the biggest differences. But I think the White Sox, given the fact that they don't spend and they have cleared out a lot of players to get these prospects in, I do think that gives us hope here in St. Louis that the build could be quick.
So my whole rebuttal to everything is, aren't the Cardinals basically the White Sox now? Like if you put the Cardinals in the AL Central, they would be right there in terms of trying to win the division.
Yeah, true.
If you put the White Sox in the NL Central, they'd be
where the Cardinals are
exactly where the Cardinals are. So if you look at the team ERA, the Cardinals are actually above the White Sox. Strikeouts not so much, but are they not the same team minus 3 losses?
Pretty close.
And a run differential?
No, it's a great point.
So the Cardinals are already there. So my question is, why should the White Sox give me any hope? Why? Because they play in a weaker division?
All right, so
I'm not trying to poo-poo on the question, but that's just my rebuttal.
So they don't give you any hope, and it's all about the division.
If you put the White Sox in the Cardinals division, they're
third place.
But you are answering the question, though, March. I think you bring up good points. Yeah. I think what you're answering is no, because the Cardinals play in a division with the Brewers and the Cubs.
Exactly.
So they're going to be average for quite a while, and there is no hope.
And overall, probably playing a better league now.
Certainly. Well, you've got the monstrosity that is the LA Dodgers. So we're screwed.
Well, I don't think we're screwed.
It's
tough,
screwed.
man.
I think what Marshy's saying is that we can be a little positive about things. And instead of being screwed, how about you look at it and go, man, that's pretty good.
Because the Cardinals
we're in a better spot than we thought.
Yeah, no, the Cardinals don't play in the AL Central, though, which is my man's main point.
Yeah.
So we're screwed.
But even if they played in the AL Central, it doesn't mean they'd be a contender because those teams suck. So you'd be like, yeah, whatever. So you're better off to fight your way through the National League and at least be a contender.
No, you got to be in the AL Central because the Cardinals are the White Sox, and they would be leading the division.
So if you look,
you got to pay attention, Jamie.
If you look at it from Carey's perspective and what he brought up in terms of the prospects and all that stuff, the White Sox, they start at the bottom. The Cardinals are above them. If they had that same trajectory, that would mean that the Cardinals would be much better in that time frame. So from that perspective, yes, that would give me hope if they do the exact same thing that the White Sox have done in terms of progression in X amount of time.
Yeah.
So how many years ago is that where they were the worst team in baseball? 2 years ago. So essentially then, the Cardinals have 2 years to work at this. And they didn't have to be the worst team in baseball. So I view that as a positive. You still have runway to go here. You're still figuring some things out. You're almost the same as the White Sox right now, pretty much are the same. But they had to be terrible a couple of years ago to get to where they are now. You're way ahead of that because this was supposed to be your bad year.
Right.
One of your really bad years as a Cardinal. And it's not. It's still a fun team to watch. They're still relatively competitive for a playoff spot. I mean, they're there if you hope real hard. But then, next year they should be better. And the year after that, they should be substantially better based upon the trajectory of certain players. That's why I look at it.
I don't see the Cardinals losing a game next year.
Oh, boy.
That's not true. You don't believe that. Now
he might believe it.
He doesn't.
No, actually,
I know he doesn't.
Anthony,
how can you lose a game when you never play one?
There you go.
There you go. No, that went from he's lying to
turn
now
there.
he's telling the truth.
It went from
with
he's
the
crazy to
disastrous.
he's just a jerk.
Wow.
Well, true.
That was awful. Gary?
No, I was gonna say I could see him saying both and meaning it. Cardinals lose no games even if they.
Well, I'm not that
they
crazy. I'm not that crazy.
I think
That's absurd.
I think there will be Major League Baseball next year.
How much?
A full season?
No chance.
Maybe not a full season, but
81 games.
I can
Let's
see
go.
that.
Let's go 90 games over 90 and a half.
90 and a half?
Yeah.
I'll go under.
Yeah,
I would go under as well.
I think it's going to fall on the.
It's gonna be about 65 games.
No, I think it'd be 80 something.
Think so?
82. 81. Half a season.
Think they get it figured out by then?
I do.
314 brings up if we were in the AL West, we would be in first place.
So does that give you hope?
No, we're
Okay.
not, unless there's a realignment.
Well, I tried.
They should realign.
Oh, the Astros went there. Why can't we?
Can we write a petition up to realign?
Yeah. Every year.
Every year we get to pick our division.
Pick your division. Just the Cardinals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, choose your own adventure.
No, we'll give one in the American League, too.
Who?
We got to be fair. The Yankees.
The top two teams in the World Series.
Exactly.
Okay.
There you go. They've
I'm
earned
okay
it.
with that. So have the Cardinals.
That'd be
Until
interesting.
you catch up, then you get to choose.
The Yankees and the Cardinals every year.
Every year get to pick whatever division they want to play.
It's not a bad idea.
I like that rule.
Yeah,
Like,
one in the American League, one in the National League. Jamie, I mean, you're a genius in so many ways.
Yeah, man.
I don't think the level of genius you just touched in the last 30 seconds. Wow.
Thank you.
It's remarkable.
Thank you.
If the Cardinals were to go to the AL West, what team would you take out? Because you can't. You have to take a team out.
I would take out the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Get rid of the biggest competition. Hell yeah.
Put them in the
I mean,
NL
the
Central.
Astros, they would make some sense, too.
I mean, Seattle.
It doesn't even matter about divisions
I know,
anymore,
but
does it?
they're still, to me, they're
I mean,
they at
this
least
year
have good
you'd
pitching.
look at the Rangers or the Astros. Pick your poison there.
I would either do the Astros or the Mariners. You got to leave those Angels in there.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Because,
I know why.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. That's on me.
Yeah. All right. Good stuff, guys. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Prospect. There's a prospect list that came out about Major League Baseball, and you may be surprised to see where the Cardinals rank on that prospect list. That's next on 101 ESPN. Baseball America released their top 10 MLB farm systems, and they got shaken up after the trade deadline, so they updated this. At number 10, the Seattle Mariners. 9, the Cleveland Guardians. 8, the Minnesota Twins. 7, Washington Nationals. 6, somehow, the LA Dodgers, despite...
That's why I say you got to stop hating on the Dodgers,
No,
man.
I love them. They're the best. 5, the Baltimore Orioles. 4, San Francisco Giants. 3, Milwaukee Brewers. And number 1, Tampa Bay Rays.
You skipped one.
Cardinals at second. Cardinals at number 2.
Give that Chaim Bloom a raise.
Nice job,
Give him a
Bloom.
raise, man.
Nice job, John Mozela.
Blooms. What do we think it is?
Blooms.
Blooms?
Bloomer.
Yeah. Bloomer?
That sounds like Boomer.
Yeah.
I had a teammate named Bloomer.
See, all the more reason we can't do that.
I
It's
like
been used.
Bloom, my guy.
Bloomsy or Blooms?
Blooms.
What boy, Blooms?
I got a buddy, we call him Bloomer. It's his last name.
All right, I'll leave it. Again. See, too many bloomers.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
It's not spelled different.
It would be
B-L-U-M-E-R?
confusion.
Yep.
B-L-U-M-E-R, yeah.
Might be related.
Maybe.
Shout out to
Probably
Steve
not.
Bloomer, man.
Probably not.
That was my center in high school.
Oh,
I
maybe
was
then.
bigger than him. It's crazy. I was bigger than Bloomer.
He can move, though.
He was physical, man.
Get
He
to the
blocked his
second
butt
level.
off. Heck yeah. Snap that ball,
old
get to the
Bloomer.
guy. That's Steve Bloomer, man. Shout out,
Nice.
Bloom.
Where is he today?
I haven't talked to him in years.
That's a shame.
This sucks, I know. But I just gave him some love.
Shout out to Andrew Bloomer, the
There
other
you go.
Bloomer. Yeah.
Might be related. Steve and Andrew.
Sounds about right.
Bloomer.
Anyways, does this top 10 list excite you about the future? Marsh?
Why wouldn't it?
Because they play in the NL Central.
Anthony, stop it. That's how you get better. That's how you become
don't you
one
dare,
of... No,
Marsh, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
He's such a... He hung on to that for an entire commercial break just to throw it back at Marsh.
He went to the break room and thought, how do I screw Marsh over this next segment?
Pretty much.
I'm going to throw it right back in his face.
Marsh.
I'm going to drop this meatball
That's why
right
I
on his
asked you
face.
first.
How dare you?
How dare me?
How dare you?
How dare you?
You better not be excited about this.
I am excited.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm excited.
First of all, do you believe this? Like, second overall, do you think the Cardinals have a better
I
farm
don't know
system
what
than the Brewers?
equation they use or how it works or whatever, because I'm looking here and the Dodgers have 7 top 100 prospects and the Cardinals have 4 top 100 prospects. I'm
Their
assuming
prospects
that
are higher. I would assume.
as I was saying,
there you
I
go.
would assume that the prospects are rated at a
Excuse the hell out of me.
Sorry, Carey. I believe I was talking.
setting it up for the punchline, and you're the guy that
I apologize.
He's seen the stand-up show before, and he hey, the punchline yells it out. Why you gotta be that guy?
I apologize. Shut up.
It's all right. I don't know.
Turn my mic off, Marshy. I'm done.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's what Jamie wanted me to do.
No, well, maybe.
See?
Anyways.
I think it's something that is positive. I tried to find out where they were last year on a list that would be similar to this.
I think they've been in the top 15, top 20 for a little while now.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. But either way, if Chaim Bloom, if you're looking at grading someone's performance, from the moment he took over with the messaging right away, and then every time you hear him talk, he was on BK and Ferrario, all the interviews, he's bang on. He's very direct. He's very honest. So far, he hasn't stepped outside like we're like, oh, what's he talking about there?
Yeah.
He's been, everything he's said that they were going to do, they have done so far. Now, that will hit a dead end at some point, or certainly a couple of speed bumps along the way. Nothing is perfect. But the main thing he was in charge of leading back to a couple of years ago was we have to improve the farm system. We have to, from the bottom to the top, we have to get better. And if this is where they're ranked right now, second as far as MLB farm systems are concerned, he can check that box too, because now he's up the top tier of Major League Baseball.
Well said. Your top, if you are interested, the top 5 prospects within the organization. Any takers here? You guys guessing?
Number 1, Rainiel Rodriguez.
That's correct.
Liam Doyle.
Liam Doyle's number 2. You guys are 2 for 2.
Quinn Matthews?
Quinn Matthews is number 8.
Okay.
So Jamie just cost you perfection.
Damn it, Jamie.
Joshua Baez is on that list.
Joshua Baez is number 3.
Oh, it's the kid they just got back from one of the trades. What's his name?
The lefty righty.
No, the guy from the Brewers. Alex. What's his name?
Alexander Frias, number 4. Nice job.
There you go.
Nice job, Carey.
I can't say the guy's name. The Drangelo Senja. Yes.
Senja. Number 9.
What about the other Baez?
No, Jesus.
How about
Baez?
The other catcher.
Yeah, what's his name?
Leo Bernal.
Bernal, yeah.
6.
What do we have? We have 1, 2, and 3.
Yep, you got
1, 2, 3, 4.
Rodriguez, you got Doyle.
Franklin.
Tanner Franklin's number 5.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So you got 2 pitchers, 1 righty, or one lefty. Liam Doyle being the lefty, Franklin being the right-hander. 2 pitchers that in your top 5. A catcher, which is huge. In fact, you got 2 catchers in your top 6.
This team.
Brandon Clark is 7th. Quinn Matthews is 8th. Senja is number 9. And Josiah Ragsdale is number 10. So the 2 guys that you got from Milwaukee, Ragsdale and Frias, are already in your top 10.
Good pickups.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. And let's see here. And other names that you might recognize. Tekoa Roby is 12th. Cooper Jerpy is 16th. Daniel Egan, the right-hander that the Cardinals got from Arizona for Lars Nootbaar, is 17th.
I saw a video of Cooper Jerpy's slider. It was fantastic.
He's an awkward-looking dude.
It looked like I think the caption said like something about, look at this frisbee just zipping through the zone.
Yeah.
Can we spend a few minutes to talk about the Dodgers and how everyone hates on them?
No, because damn Dodgers, Carey.
Anthony made a very good point. They just traded away 2 top prospects for Tarek Skubal, and they're still number 6 on the list. So when
Carey,
we talk about
Dodgers are awesome.
No.
Next topic.
No. Turn his mic off, Marsh.
Deal.
I'm just saying, like, the fact that they are able to trade away prospects and still have a plethora of talent in their system, I think that speaks volumes to their evaluation and their ability to find players that are good enough to, I don't know, play baseball.
They're the smartest organization in baseball. They are. I'm not saying that with any sarcasm.
Well, they evaluate
the smartest
well.
organization.
Well, they also
in
spend a ton of money on their staff.
They spend money on scouting.
Not just on their players.
It's not just a numbers thing where they've got more scouts in baseball. They've got highly paid scouts. They do it right. They also have resources that no other team in baseball has. That's just a fact too.
Mm-hmm. Well,
both things can be true.
Do you mean money?
I mean a TV contract that produces an ungodly amount of money.
Do we know for sure?
Risk-free.
The ownership of the Dodgers is the richest owners in all of baseball?
Oh, I don't know about that.
I just looked
so then they don't have the most
I mean,
resources.
Well, the guy that just...
But they choose to have the most resources.
But they do have a TV contract that is...
It's Cohen from the Mets.
What? What'd I do? What'd I do?
The TV contract is not given to every team.
That's what he wants to stay on the contract.
No,
of course.
When I think
it's the only thing that separates us.
When I think resources, I think of the most money.
Jamie, you're not playing the game he wants to play.
I know, and then he gets mad.
He wants to.
He takes his ball and goes, no.
You know, here, hold on. Marsh, you ready?
He's
going to do something.
There you go.
I'm going to do something for both of you.
Please.
I'm going to do something for you too, Jamie.
I don't even want
with
to
your
do
attitude
this.
today.
Come on. There you go.
Come on, man.
Here we go.
There we go.
Listen, when I think of the biggest, the best, and a club that doesn't even have the most resources to do what it can do, I think of the LA Dodgers. The Dodgers are just an incredible, godlike, I would call them. Do you remember when Thanos got all of the Infinity Stones?
I do.
That's the Dodgers.
I do.
Yeah,
That's the Dodgers.
He ended up losing.
Nah, well, did he?
A different version of him did.
Because I remember
like one in
the 2012 version.
I remember that snap.
He snapped it twice, actually.
And half the world went away. What did he want to do?
He wanted to cut the population of the universe in half.
That's correct. And he says, you'll thank me later.
Yeah.
And nobody thanked him, just like the Dodgers. But we should be thanking them. In fact, we should be bowing down to the Dodgers and all their greatness. Ain't that right, Jamie and Carey?
Yep. You said it.
Smartest organization. They don't even have the most money. Cohen does.
I mean, Mark Walter, who owns the Dodgers, did just sell
like,
the Lakers for.
It's almost like Marsh. The
that
Dodgers
guy's got his own issues. Right now.
Hey! It's almost like the Dodgers are working on a shoestring budget, and they're still able to do this. It's absolutely remarkable. I don't know how they're getting by.
They're barely scrapping.
They're barely scrapping
and clawing their way to the top.
But this Dodgers team, not only the best in baseball, dare I say the best in sports, including football. Wow. Dodgers, number one.
Not sure there's much else to say following that.
Good job, man.
Thank you. NFC West breakdown next on 101 ESPN. I love Mosby Building Arts. They're not just about the big projects, though. They can do the small ones as well. They can still make a major impact when it comes to your home. So let me ask you something. What's the one thing about your house that frustrates you every day? Maybe it's the entryway, shoes, backpacks, jackets, everything else. Maybe that just seems to wind up in a big giant pile. Maybe it's a closet that's basically wasted space, or a laundry room that has never felt like it's had enough space for you. Walls are constantly closing in. Maybe there's an awkward corner or a wall or space under the stairs that could actually be useful. This is where Mosby Building Arts, where they come into play. They understand that not every home improvement project needs to be a massive renovation. Mosby can take those smaller frustrations and turn them into thoughtful, functional spaces, a custom built-in, maybe a better drop zone, a home office nook, a playroom, pet area, storage that's actually designed around your family and your needs. That's important because small doesn't necessarily mean simple. Good designs mean making that space work for you now and hopefully for years to come. So look around your house. What's the one thing that you've been putting up with that you don't need to anymore? Then call Mosby.com is the website where you can set up a free brainstorming session and have the experts in the industry work on that space with you, design something that's going to work for your family. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. The Cardinals win 7-1 today against the Philadelphia Phillies. They win the series. They will have tomorrow off before taking on the Chicago Cubs this weekend in Chicago. Right now, the Cardinals in the wild card standings currently sit 3 games back of the San Diego Padres. Those Padres right now are taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. And if we can get a score update on that one, we will do so. 2-1, Milwaukee leads that one in the bottom of the 8th inning. So the Cardinals could ultimately be 2.5 games out of that final wild card spot by the end of the night. If you have missed anything from today's show, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page and you'll find all of our shows there. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Universal Windows Direct. You'll be saying, I love my windows.
Time to go around the NFL with a Fastlane season preview of the NFC West.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Time for NFC West preview. No predictions. We won't do the predictions until a little bit later on.
I predict that.
As we draw closer to the NFL season, we'll do that. Biggest strengths and weaknesses. So if we start off with the Super Bowl champions, Seattle Seahawks, biggest strengths, biggest weakness.
I was watching a video today of McDonald, the head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, and it was one of the defensive players. I would assume that he probably got too close to the quarterback because that's the only time where coaches really lose their crap. But he was telling them, like, we've been through this. Don't, and I think it was the player was Derek Hall. He was walking off. He's like, I don't care if you walk off. I've told you, and this is how we run practice. And to me, to hear that from a, what is he, second year, third year head coach, talking to his defense, they just won a championship. That lit a light bulb in my brain. I'm like, that's a tough team. Like that's a mindset. That's a head coach, defensive-minded head coach, talking to one of his defenders, more than likely about getting too close to the quarterback in practice and setting the tone and the tempo and the standard for this is how the hell we practice. Play hard, play smart, do all of the things right, and I'm going to be on your butt if you don't. And to the player's credit, he didn't moan, complain, took his helmet, walked away, and I'm sure got the information, but I like that, especially for a younger coach and a team that just won a Super Bowl. So I would say one of the strengths is the head coach and that defense.
I saw the same clip. It's on the Hard Knocks. It's a clip from that. And, the player on the first play that they ran, he got too close. And he told him, hey, he told the one, tell him not to get so close, blah, 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 blah. And then he did it again. And he said, get him out. Get him out now. And he basically said, and the guy started like, He goes, no, just shut the, he's like, it's my practice. Last time I checked, this is my practice, and I'm running it, is what he said.
He's holding people accountable.
I love it.
But
this is how we do things around here.
You can't be stupid and selfish and be a good team. And if this guy's getting too darn close to the quarterback when he knows he shouldn't be, and he's already been told, like, buddy, you're already on the team. You're not making the team in a dummy rep where you're not supposed to go near the quarterback.
Right, I agree. I think the biggest weakness is just the biggest question. The biggest weakness could be Brian Fleury. You don't know what you're going to get out of him taking over for Clint Kubiak. You knew exactly what you're getting out of Clint Kubiak last year, which is somebody that can coordinate an offense to help you win the Super Bowl. Otherwise, I don't think there's a lot of weaknesses here. We'll see when Zach Charbonnet comes back. Kenneth Walker, you lose Kenneth Walker as Super Bowl MVP.
I don't think that's as big of a hit as people would assume because they split carries. Like him and Charbonnet, like we all get so enamored with what Kenneth Walker did in the Super Bowl, being outstanding and playing at such a high level, and he played an outstanding game.
Right.
But the entire season, those two were 1A, 1B, and then you just drafted Jadarian Price out of Notre Dame.
Right.
Like, I don't know if that's going to be as much of a loss as people think it is. It's a great addition for the Chiefs, but I don't think it's going to be as much of a loss as people assume it would be for the Seahawks.
I agree on that.
Is it weird to ask if if Sam Darnold is the team's biggest weakness?
I don't know if that's weird. I think maybe wording it as can Sam Darnold do it again? Meaning, like, can he be the same level of quarterback? Not win a Super Bowl, but because I don't think Sam Darnold was. I mean, he was never in the MVP conversations, so therefore he wasn't operating at such a high level. So can he do this again?
Yeah.
Like, can he be effective enough?
Well, to your point about the new offensive coordinator, we had a discussion yesterday about Jalen Hurts and having a new offensive coordinator, and he's had some really good years and some really questionable years. And I just look at the last 3 play callers for Sam Darnold. I know he wasn't a starter in San Francisco, but you have Kyle Shanahan there, you have Kevin O'Connell, and you had Clint Kubiak. All 3 of those guys are head coaches right now in the NFL. This other guy, he's not. I don't really know much about him.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Do they distribute, the running game with the passing game well enough? Does he put Sam Darnold in a difficult spot to do too much?
Does he run an offense that's complementary to him?
100%.
Right.
So I think those all kind of go hand in hand with Seattle, and I wonder if that could be their biggest weakness, or at least biggest question.
Right.
And that's probably a better way.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's a weakness yet. We just that's why I said it might be just the biggest question. Rams, biggest strength, everything. Biggest weakness, nothing.
Biggest weakness?
What's their biggest weakness?
I don't know.
Their biggest weakness is if Matthew Stafford gets hurt. That's it.
Well, individually, like, it's tough to find like their biggest weakness, but can they succeed with that many egos? Can they succeed with that many stars? I think the answer is yes, but we haven't seen it yet. Especially, and I'm assuming Aaron Donald comes back, and I feel like he's going to be complementary to their defense and Myles Garrett and all that. Assuming that, but one of the hardest things to do is put a bunch of really awesome players together and sometimes make them gel as a team.
Sure. How confident are you that Sean McVay can work with those
I'm totally
guys?
confident.
Me too.
100%. But I'm just posing, like, if there is a weakness or a question for me, that would be it. But I answered my own question. I don't think it will be.
Yeah, I don't think there is a weakness.
What's the weakness? Their safety. I don't love their safeties.
How good's their kicker?
Their kicker is.
Oh, isn't it the thicker kicker?
It's Harrison Mevis.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know how many. Maybe you hit the nail on the head if you have to go with Stetson Bennett as your quarterback for a time frame.
Well, it'd be Ty Simpson, probably.
I don't think it's gonna be Ty Simpson. I think they
cut him.
No, they didn't cut him. Hell no.
Not yet.
Hell no, Anthony. But I don't know if he's ready to. I think right now Stetson Bennett is the number 2 quarterback.
And where is he? He's been
there for a couple of years.
He's at camp,
on the
Anthony.
team.
There's been something with Bennett that they have not.
They got Matthew Stafford. What the hell you need? What are you trying?
Bennett, but remember
because they drafted Ty Simpson?
His rookie year, Stetson Bennett, his rookie year, he was away from the team for a long time.
Yeah.
There was something happened. I don't know what. They've snapped. To the Rams' credit, they have completely had that under wraps, but there was something weird with Bennett.
Maybe they just had to get him off his feet.
He's tired after winning the national championships with Georgia?
You just don't know.
All right, fair enough.
We have a few people texting in saying that age could be a weakness for the Rams.
That to me would play more into the injuries. So
yeah, I guess if you look at Devontae Adams, Stafford, Aaron Donald, if he's on the roster, those are 3 key guys on your team. If they're older and they get injured, could be problematic. It's not a bad comment.
Can't take away their wins. They're too old. All right, San Francisco 49ers. I would say
health. Yes,
that's their biggest weakness.
It's already a factor again this year.
Why would you say that?
Because they get injured every damn year, man.
That's one of the healthiest. Oh, the 49ers.
Yeah, the 49ers we're talking about, brother. They don't know.
I was kidding.
I know.
No,
they're still practicing right there in front of the damn power plant.
They did a report and said the power plant had nothing to do with it. The power plant is not why everyone's getting injured.
You to play under power lines as a kid, Carey?
Yeah.
Just asking for a friend.
They are banged up.
That's even worse if it's not the power plant.
It probably is. They had to bring Deebo Samuel in because of
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. He gone.
He's an oof.
Like, they are already
I know.
And Trent Williams, love him. I think he's one of he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. He's, 36, 37 years old? Like, they're getting older, and they're probably, their window is, it ain't closed yet, but it's barely cracked open, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just because of the age of the players that they have. Like, their core players, Christian McCaffrey, like, they're in double-digit years in the NFL. Like, their core players are, minus Brock Purdy. But George Kittle, he's got to be, what is he? He's 11, 12 years in.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, same. Like, Mike Evans, same.
Yeah.
Like, they're old.
That's another walking injury. I mean, it's a big free agent signing, but
they're old.
Yeah. Old, injured. The strength, though, is Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
And you know what? Raheem Morris, not a great head coach, defensive coordinator, won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He replaces
Saleh.
Thank you, Robert Saleh, who went to Tennessee. So I think they're going to be fine. Arizona, strengths, not much. Weaknesses, damn near everything. Weakness, definitely the defense. I mean, every player defensively.
I think one of their strengths could be
Carson Beck.
No, hell no.
I like their skill position players.
That's what I was going to say.
love Jeremiah Love. I love Trey McBride.
Yeah.
I love Michael Wilson.
I think you left out one.
No, I covered it. Michael Wilson.
It's another receiver.
Trey McBride and Jeremiah Love. No, I covered it.
You got to catch the football to be a receiver, right?
I don't hate Marvin Harrison. He was fantastic for the Colts.
Junior.
He was incredible.
No, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison ran some of the best routes that you're ever going to see.
The son. His son.
You know, Anthony doesn't like him.
Why?
Because he catches with his hands closed.
Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man. I'm not doing this crap with you guys, man.
What?
They punch the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this crap with you guys.
He was watching too much football.
He thinks he's a cornerback.
I'm not watching it. I'm not
knocking the basket.
I'm not doing this crap with
Isn't
you
that
guys.
how cornerbacks
No, it's
become
not crap.
cornerbacks?
You were watching?
They're just not good receivers.
Cornerbacks because he can't catch.
Not listening to this crap, man.
Nah, maybe you should.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to have a breakout year.
Oh, sure he is.
You mark my word.
Which year?
This year. You guys are terrible people, man. He's trying.
He's a battle hawk.
Is he? Oh, come on, man. This man is trying. He's working his tail off. He's going to have a hell of a year, man.
Maybe he should just get his eyes checked. That could be the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it helped for Jameis Winston for an hour.
Yeah,
it helped him for that one game.
Couldn't see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kept throwing it to the other team. Biggest question mark surrounding
his own team.
And his own team. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
40-40.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, man.
That's a good year for a baseball player.
It is, actually.
Yeah,
basically the same guy.
He did play baseball at one point.
He did, he's a closer for Florida State. Yeah. All right, biggest question mark surrounding each team. I covered the one with Seattle. I think, replacing Clint Kubiak is going to be the tough thing for Seattle. For you guys, biggest question for Seattle? Same deal?
Yeah, can they? Yeah. Well, Clint Kubiak.
No, I was trying to think of something else, but I couldn't.
No.
You got it.
Jamie, you know what? I'm done with your attitude. You're done now.
I'll give you the biggest.
You're suspended.
Can they have will they have the Super Bowl hangover?
All right.
Yeah.
Marsh?
We kind of covered the
Kubiak.
Yeah.
All right. Biggest question for the Rams. Will they go undefeated?
Yeah. Health for the old guys.
Will Aaron Donald play?
Okay.
Ooh.
I think injuries is the only thing stopping this team.
Mm-hmm.
Really.
The 49ers.
Same thing.
Can they
stay healthy?
Can they find the fountain of youth?
Yeah. Can they do what they did last year?
Yeah. And Cardinals, everything.
Yep. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Good stuff there. Will Marvin Harrison Jr. finally have his breakout campaign?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It's like Kyler Murray did last year for you.
You believe it?
I do not. Okay. We'll wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN.
Circa Sports, they are bringing the world's largest sports book right to your fingertips. They've been doing it for years, and they're continuing to do it right now, which is making customers happy with their great gambling app. The app is fantastic. Get onto the App Store or the Google Play Store. Download the white Circus Sports logo. That is for the state of Missouri. It's a fantastic app. They've got exceptional customer service as well. You'll talk to a real person if you have a problem, not an automated response or a chat bot. They've got high betting limits, great lines on futures bets, and player props and parlays. I got a little parlay for you here for tonight. I like the Yankees on the money line, minus 134. I like the Red Sox on the money line, minus 129. And I like the White Sox on the money line, minus 142. It's that easy. You just pull it up on the app, and away you go. But you do have to download that app, sign up today. You're going to experience a great betting app in Circus Sports. It's sports betting the way it really should be. So celebrate everything with Circus Sports at circusports.com. Again, that's circusports.com. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast, available at 101ESPN.com or via the 101 ESPN mobile app, powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. All the podcasts brought to you by Schaefer Door Company. Marsh, hit us with those criticisms and or compliments, please.
Criticisms and compliments. Presented by Bet365. With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything.
All right, from Curb Stomp, today's show as a whole, Dodgers. Has been a series-winning banger. What I learned today is that Anthony loves Ohtani, but hates the Dodgers. Only thing left to say about the Cardinals is, why not us?
Yes.
Hashtag shout out to the Snake Pit. Now, we did that last year, and it blew up in our face.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we shouldn't say that.
Oh, that one listener demanded that we said that.
I think that was Pete.
Pistol Pete.
Pete
Crow Armstrong?
No, not that Pete. Different
it might
Pete.
be.
It might be.
You don't know that? No. Have we heard from Pistol Pete in a while?
Let me
Have
look.
we heard from Brandon in a while?
No, Brandon.
$1,000, man.
Brandon is gone.
Man, where'd he go?
I don't know.
Pete texted us yesterday.
Oh.
Would you like me to read what he said?
Yes.
Of course we will be. As a matter of fact, we'll be competing next year to go to the NLCS after we win the division. I know you guys don't see it, and that's okay, but we will. That's from Pete.
That is Pete. Okay,
All right,
good.
Pete.
Verified. Only Pete talks like that. The one and only Pete.
Next one comes from Chester, Marsh's college program. Great show, leading to a 3-game heater.
Nice.
Keep it up, guys.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you, Chester.
Man, carry this over through the weekend, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta earn it, though.
Got to be better. Every day. 1% better.
314, great show as always.
Thank you. 314. Appreciate you.
Oh, is that it? No, thank you. I thought there were.
No, that was
a
it.
dramatic
All
pause.
great shows.
That was all that was needed.
I thought there was more. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, here's a criticism, not for us, but for Marvin Harrison Jr. Marvin Jr. from the 314. Marvin Jr. could be a catcher for the Cardinals.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That's harsh, man. That's so harsh.
Ouch.
That's harsh, man.
That's maybe one of the meanest things anybody's ever said on these airwaves.
Nah, maybe not.
We got one more here from Grant Francis Fan Club. Good hockey segments. Keep them coming. Maybe discuss anatomy of the draft or NHL top 20 player rankings. He's looking at you, Anthony.
Wait, say that again?
He's demanding that we talk about those player rankings. Says good hockey segments. Keep them coming. Maybe discuss anatomy of the draft or NHL top 20 player rankings.
Okay.
For all of hockey?
Whole show, hockey, tomorrow.
Oh, how about next Thursday?
Next Thursday, we'll do it.
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Not this Thursday, but next. We'll put
Thursday.
it on the calendar
Yep.
to talk all hockey next Thursday.
Yeah.
Was that August 20th?
Sure.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm with it.
Let's actually do one more. It's from Tim's Offshore Bookie. CD, I'm sorry if I triggered you earlier. Love you guys.
Oh, man. It's all
wow.
good. I don't even remember what you said.
You said you were delusional.
Oh, talking about the Dodgers.
Nah, that's not gonna shake CD.
Not at all. Some people hate greatness, Anthony.
Yeah,
You
not
know
us
about
though. Not us.
The Dodgers are what some would define as greatness.
Mm-hmm.
How you get to greatness is your own path. You choose it.
I heard somebody call him godlike today.
Yeah, someone did. That someone was you.
3 stars. Not me.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day, presented by Circus Sports. No bet fees ever with the world's largest sports book, now at your fingertips in Illinois and Missouri.
All right, our 3rd star of the day goes out to the Bloomers.
Yeah.
My man.
Good old Bloomers.
Steve Bloomer. Shout out to Steve, man.
Yeah. 2nd star of the day goes out to Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
Yeah, man.
If you can get it in a bag, even better.
Yeah. Nah, that one in the bag.
No. Yeah, no.
In the bag.
It's a Canadian thing.
Yep, totally.
And our 1st star of the day goes out to the Dodger fanatic, Anthony Stalter.
Yeah.
Put on those blue glasses and became another person.
Proud of you, man.
Some call him the master of disguise.
I had to make sure that
I say that's just Anthony.
Yeah.
I had to make sure Marcia, Carey, and Jamie felt appreciated today for all that they were saying. Jamie brought up some fantastic points that the Dodgers are basically poor and are operating on a shoestring budget. So
doing what they can with what they have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Which is not much, clearly. Yeah, they don't have a lot.
They're struggling, man.
Mm-hmm. Stephen Cohen is the richest owner in baseball.
He is,
and I don't think there's a second. You know,
hey, seems that way.
Yeah. So, way to go, Dodgers. All right, that'll do it for us. For the suspended Jamie Rivers, for Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. We'll see you tomorrow at 2 o'clock. See you.